This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Therapy Online. You don't have to have life all figured out. You just have to show up every day. Talking with a therapist helps you feel more confident while you're navigating figuring out who you are. Visit betterhelp.com/allies and take care of you because, well, you deserve to.
Hello, welcome to the Easy Allies podcast. I'm Daniel Bloodworth coming to you from Los Angeles, California. This week I'm joined by Bradley Ellis.
Yo!
Michael Huber.
The world is a vampire.
Oh boy, we'll get into it.
Whoa, no. You ain't busting out Billy Corgan right now, okay?
Trailer court.
In the control room we got Isla Hank.
Set to Dre.
Oh, man.
She doesn't even know why we're singing it.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. Don is off somewhere working on things.
He's out somewhere.
And Gabby's in there keeping an eye on us.
Gabby. Hi. She says hi.
Friends, we're here to discuss some of the biggest headlines in video games this week. Everyone's having a showcase. Ubisoft had a showcase, Nintendo had a showcase, Sony had a showcase, Capcom had a showcase, Sega, Disney, showcases all around. We'll try to pick some highlights. Can't keep up with it all. But before we get started, we got to choose a workout, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Listeners, we are currently in the process of training our custom character, Dawn Romantica. That's D-A-W-N, like the sunrise. Each week, patrons submit characters for Dawn to work out with to raise her stats, and it's up to us to choose the right partners for her to get in shape for the adventures ahead. Last week, we chose Samus Aran, Aaron, whatever you want to say, who taught Dawn the mysteries of the Morph Ball, giving her +1 flexibility. Here are this week's potential candidates. From Brett Robinson, Old Snake.
Oh.
There are actually a lot of Metal Gear submissions. It was real hard just weeding through the Metal Gear submissions this week. Dawn will be tasked to make her way through a series of obstacle courses, attempting to avoid detection from cameras and other instructors' view cones. These courses will require her to crouch, jump.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Amber Alert.
Amber Alerts.
Amber Alert.
These courses will require her to crouch, jump, hang off ledges, and quietly take out a set of targets as she makes her way to the finish, while optionally smoking an e-cigarette. Catchphrase, war never changes.
What's the stat boost? Does it say?
We
I
learn the
forgot.
stat boost after
Okay.
now.
That's gotta be
After you
stealth,
pick,
right?
then you find out.
Stealth for sure.
Stealth's pretty good.
Yeah.
From Andy Schreiner, Tidus, Final Fantasy X. Enter the spherical pool and help Tidus with the Spirit Cup by training with the Besaid Oroks in Blitzball. Swim, throw, tackle, and defend in this crazy futuristic pastime. And the catchphrase or whatever, the encouragement is to laugh like Tidus.
Oh, no.
I was hoping that would
No.
be yeah.
No, it's not necessary.
And then from Evan Stathakis, Kazuma Kiryu. Get ready for some intense battling at the batting cages. He also plans to calm things down afterwards with some karaoke. Baka Mitai intensifies. Catchphrase, all the bad luck in the world shouldn't make your dream less worth pursuing.
Dude, what kind of stats that going to be, though, I wonder?
Inspiration.
The batting cages?
Maybe accuracy?
Ooh.
Accuracy.
So, like, accuracy or stealth, maybe?
Yeah, so you got
tough
Old
call.
Snake, Tidus, or Kazuma.
Tidus, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, we didn't wipe Tidus out
Yeah,
there.
sorry. No
Tidus.
disrespect to Tidus. Good character,
But we're
good
dealing
game.
with old vets right now, okay?
Yeah. Two legends.
Yeah. Maybe if it was Jet, his dad, then I'd be like, all right.
Yeah. This is a tough one, Brad.
I don't know who to pick.
I don't like having to pick between these two.
I choose Old Snake.
There it is. What about you, Blood?
I don't pick. You guys pick.
Yeah. Isla chooses Old Snake.
Old Snake.
Even though War Never Changes is from Fallout, isn't it?
It's probably used in many things. I'm pretty sure he says it in 4.
Yeah.
They're slightly different. They're like opposites.
Yeah, there's like a word that is different.
Well, yeah, because Fallout is like war. War never changes.
Actually, I think they got it wrong. I think Fallout is war never changes, and I think Metal Gear Solid 4's war is changed.
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
Corrections next week, baby.
I played 4 in a minute.
I don't know.
War
Heck,
has
man.
changed. It's no
Yeah.
longer about nations, ideologies, or
Yep.
ethnicity.
There it is.
Accuracy's pretty good because we can land hits easier, maybe. But
Yeah.
stealth, maybe you could stealth kill someone more
Stealth
easier.
hype. I love stealth.
All right, let's do stealth. Let's do Snake.
All right, old Snake.
Old Snake, and you're right. +1 stealth.
Yeah,
There it is.
easy.
So that brings
Can we-
Don's stats so far to +1 strength, +1 swordsmanship, +1 flexibility, and +1 stealth.
That's good.
Hell
Those are
yeah.
some Sekiro stats.
That is some min-max shit right there. We are min-maxing.
pretty good build right now.
Yeah, we stealth in. If we get caught,
Fight.
fight him with the sword.
Fight
Yeah,
with the sword.
nice.
Thanks to everyone who has sent in a candidate. If you want to submit a workout buddy, become a patron for $5 or more, and watch out for the love and respect post that I put up on either Monday or Tuesday.
Watch out for it.
Dude, you know what I would do? Don't steal my idea, though. I would have Max Payne as our trainer, dude. +1 to mental damage, dude.
Hell yeah.
+1, no, it'd be
Against
+1 mental
ourselves?
toughness.
Mental toughness.
Mental
yeah.
toughness.
Build up the resistance.
But then you
meter.
get a deficit because of the drug addiction.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the mental damage goes high though. Resistance.
Gabby and I joke about that where it's like, you wake up, you suffer 10 psychic damage.
All right, Don's on her way to the locker room, and now we must answer for the mistakes we made in last week's episode. Isla, begin corrections music, please.
Beep.
Don and Isla did not swap water bottles when they changed
knew it.
spots. Don walked in holding his own water bottle.
All right. Mystery solved.
We kept referring to 1047 Games, the team behind Splitgate, as a smaller studio, but due to the game's success, that allowed them to expand their staff. They're
Ramp up.
currently now about 100 people
Oh,
on that
wow.
team. And so that's one of the things. They're just like, we want to make
Nice.
a full-on AAA game.
Yeah,
Sure.
We can't really do it with what we've got. We got to start over from scratch. So that's what they're doing.
sick.
Isla mentioned that the AI in Demon's Souls remake was reworked to accommodate the 8-directional rolling, but the comments are disputing that, saying that the AI and animation frames are identical to the original. Brad, do you have any insight?
I feel
For
like
enemies?
I feel like
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, did they have
Got
to?
it.
Oh, for enemies, I don't know.
Okay.
I maybe would imagine. I would have to. I can't say off the top of my head though.
I guess I just assumed they would have had to, but maybe not.
There are different animations in the game though, but not necessarily enemy ones.
They
Yeah.
definitely added 8-directional rolling. Though.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
they definitely did. It's just a matter of like
Yeah,
whether
I'm
the
not
AI
sure.
was adjusted to account for that for some reason.
Not sure.
Crazy.
And as for the pronunciation of Dawn, D-A-W-N, Merriam-Webster Dictionary lists both my pronunciation and Dawn's pronunciation as correct.
Excellent. Love it. Either or either.
He's not in here though.
He's not,
We can't
unfortunately.
shove that in his face. Don doesn't respect authority though.
That's true.
You know, if the dictionary says one thing, he'd believe it less probably.
Right. If you have a correction, please leave that in the YouTube comments. You can do that on either the Patreon version or the public version of this podcast. Use the word correction so I can search for it and put a timestamp in there so I can go back and see what we were talking about. End corrections music.
Boop.
All right. It's Showcase Palooza over here this week. We got
So much.
we've got more showcases than we can actually talk about. So we're
Yeah.
going to go through a couple of the big ones.
Ubisoft,
And then we'll
we
go
can,
through a couple of the small ones. And yeah. But Ubisoft is first.
Ubisoft had
get
two
it out of the
good
way.
things.
Ubisoft is first.
Rabbids.
Yeah, started
was nice.
strong.
Rabbids was
Yeah.
very good.
Davide Soliani showing off Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This crazy
Very good.
Wiggler versus a train thing.
Cool looking boss fight.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you guys thinking so far, seeing this game?
So as someone who just beat the first one like a month or two ago, this looks like a huge step up. I really enjoyed the first one, but just seeing this in action looks like a huge leap in tech. Like the idea of that boss fight, the Wiggler, like on a train, you're on this moving train just going, that seems like that's an Uncharted 2 moment, baby.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Uncharted 2.
Switch showpiece.
Yeah.
They showed Mario like jumping and like bouncing off of enemies to increase range.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, and he was like gliding on something and like shooting out of the air. That looked really cool. And showed Bowser. Of
Bowser
course.
in your party.
Great
I'm
addition.
in. Yeah.
Great addition. Looked really good. Yeah.
I think one of the other things too, because before the last time we saw it, we saw like the whole like.
The world map kind of more.
Well, I'm talking about like the movement because
Yes.
like they broke away from just the straight grid to like a more radial type
in the
movement
battlefield
style.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think you really see how that benefits the level design.
Yeah, a lot more creativity going on here now, and a lot more freedom in your movement, all that stuff. So I'm always down for that. Yeah,
The levels don't just look like a bunch of
just like
angular
cubes
spaces,
stacked together. Yeah, a lot more freedom. Yeah, and the world you explore actually now, it's like it was very confined before. There'd be some like splitting paths, but it felt very like tight where you are. This looks just a little more open, a little more freedom. It looks like, maybe go around, find a little secret more, a little more natural, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice improvement. Good. I don't know about this new rabbit though, this goth rabbit. I don't know about that.
Big Sonic the
they're-
Hedgehog energy.
Yeah, apparently their name is Edge.
Edge?
Yeah,
That's what someone in chat said while we
yeah,
were
it's
watching.
it's a good joke. It's
I
a
don't
good
know if
joke.
that's real.
We'll see. We'll see about that. I gotta see that toolkit though. See how good they are in combat.
Right.
But Rayman's back.
I'm mad. There's no
Rayman.
Rayman.
That's a good
great
point.
addition.
Yeah.
Excellent
I love
addition.
Rayman.
It's cool.
Rayman's
He's
coming in the
DLC
DLC.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
like the third DLC or some weird thing.
Hype it up.
Yeah. I am mad Donkey Kong's not in this when they had DLC for him before.
True.
now.
He'll probably show up.
You're going to his world, dude. You're
Maybe.
going to like a DK.
Maybe
island.
that
That's
was
what
the
the that's what
DLC
DLC was.
You're
Yeah.
going back.
Maybe. I don't know. Ubisoft gonna Ubisoft sometimes. What are you gonna do?
And then it just went.
Nose
The
down.
energy just dropped.
Yeah.
A solid hour of nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, we had updates, but they were like very like fact sheet bullet pointy kind of
Yeah.
updates. So it's Skull and Bones, Riders Republic, a few Division games, Rainbow Six Mobile.
Division, like this is
Yeah.
a series that I'm into, that I've played a lot of. I like the world and story. I like this video game. Was very intrigued about Heartland before this event. Just the idea of it. It's in a different place. PvPvE type thing. Dark Zone kind of esque.
Oh, right.
Survival
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
And just the little snippets they showed of like character walking. It was just it de-hyped me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I felt like a lot of these trailers, they felt sort of empty. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, here's a trailer for something that doesn't really give me a big illustration, or like Skull and Bones. It's like, yep, pirate ships.
Here's the same thing you've seen.
I don't.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got more out of the thing that they had earlier,
Yeah,
right, where
yeah.
they like really showed it off and showed the gameplay, even though it was kind of a mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
But at
Blood-
least we saw the game. Yeah.
Yeah, like we joke around and it's like a meme now, but seriously, more than any other showcase, this needed to be a press release. This whole show. Because the Eurogamer articles about Assassin's Creed, which I'm sure we're going to get into, had way more details. It was just more interesting, the discussion
Right.
that they had. And yeah, if they're not going to show gameplay or show meaningful trailers or anything, then what is even
Yeah.
the point?
I think that goes throughout this whole conference, which they delayed. Like, it would have been in June normally, right? They delayed it 3 months.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of nothing for the most part. And it's just, that's the thing, is that there's so much time in between things where they're just saying kind of
Nothing?
They're
Yeah.
just filling the air. Even when they had, like you're saying, like the Eurogamer article had the same guy,
Yeah.
there to talk to and interview,
Yeah.
and they got so much more information.
So much more information, like an idea of what is going to happen in these games. Like, yeah, it was just better.
Like what, like when you see the Ubisoft Forward, you have no idea what Infinity is.
Yeah.
Right? And then we get that article, and it's like, oh, okay, so Infinity is sort of like this hub thing that you connect to, and it's kind of like a launcher in a way, and you can explore the different DNA nodes, and like past games are gonna maybe be in there.
The best quote he said, I really liked this quote about separating the modern day stuff into that hub area.
Yeah.
And he said, any modern day stuff for half of the players is too much. And then for the players that like it, it's never enough. So we're in this weird middle ground where nobody is happy. And that is so true because I like the modern day stuff and it is wildly inconsistent.
Yeah.
Lacks focus. It's been getting better. They've been like course correcting, planting seeds, like building towards something. But I just thought that was like an interesting insight into it. Just either too much or not enough. So no one is happy.
Well, and the fact that, that you can go around, and they're talking about what the thing that really worked when they brought Cassandra.
Yeah.
That crossover,
the crossover mission
there.
Yeah. Missions, one in Odyssey, one in Valhalla.
Right.
Yeah.
And that whole process, which was crazy, where they talked about at the end of an Assassin's Creed project, they basically take all the workstations and tape them up and put them in storage and hope they never have to open them again.
Put them in the vault.
But I guess they had like called Eve or something, and they're like, "All right, we're all done and everything." And he's like, "Are you really done with Odyssey?" And they hadn't done this packing up thing yet.
Yeah, classic Eve.
That sparked the idea to do this. And in a way, now with Infinity, they're thinking of like doing more of these things of like tying one game to another game because not only is it a great way to bridge the gap, but it also obviously helped the sales.
Yeah, and it's so exciting having the idea of the hub area being the modern day storyline and having its own campaign, maybe like its own, when you boot up the game, maybe you're in that thing going around exploring and everything. Or if you're not into that at all, boot it up, go into Japan, Codename Red, boom.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping I'm not getting involved in the story. Then they're just like, nope, here's modern day for like an hour and a half. And you're like, this sucks. I don't want to play this right now.
Confirmed gone, Brad.
Good. Thank you.
Confirmed.
Thank you.
Part of the Assassin's Creed Infinite,
however,
going forward, it's just that area.
I will not take them at their word. I don't believe them every time. I don't believe them.
Yeah. That's
That'd be a weird thing to lie about, but
well,
yeah,
it's Ubisoft.
But yeah, even before we got to all that Assassin's Creed stuff, which is stuff we talked about, wasn't even in the. We were just talking about stuff that they talked about afterwards, right?
Yeah.
But they had brought in the whole Netflix thing, Valiant Hearts 2.
Valiant Hearts
Just
2.
a name drop.
Out of nowhere, very casually.
So casual.
On the Netflix app, I guess.
It's honestly like they just decided to make it a week ago.
Yeah, a handshake just happened.
Yeah. Okay, Valiant Hearts 2. Awesome. Big win. We didn't even see a logo or anything about it. But Valiant Hearts 1.
It exists.
If you have not played it, that is a good one. Shorter game. Probably
is that
really
UB
cheap
art
now.
or is that just another smaller game?
I think it was UB art. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's interesting because a lot of those people have moved on.
Yeah.
Created their own studio and all that. So.
Kind of surprised they didn't do Child of Light.
UbiArt, yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
Didn't do Child of Light again. I thought that one seemed to have more
Child of Light,
buzz,
I think,
guess.
just came to something else, though.
Yeah, there was,
iOS.
it was in the news recently.
iOS?
Yeah.
No, Bloodstained. Child of Light's in Bloodstained also.
Yeah.
Bloodstained, yeah.
Along with Journey now. Weird game. Keep it coming.
The sequel to Mighty Quest is also coming to Netflix,
What's
but
that?
I'm not familiar with Mighty Quest, really. And then the Assassin's Creed TV series.
Oh, yeah.
They brought up.
Better idea. Better idea.
Fantastic. This makes so much sense if we're hopping into different.
Too long of a story, too much going on to be just a movie.
Yeah. I saw the movie. It was not good. This is more exciting because it seems like half your season, depending on budgets and whatnot, and maybe you're not hopping all over the world every episode, but like maybe half the season is in one place and then another half is in a completely different time period. So could be cool.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for that. Who knows if it'll tie in to anything because they like to have their everything tying in MCU style. It all connects. Like there's a reference of like Origins or Odyssey in the movie, and like Arno. There was a cameo of Arno in the Assassin's Creed movie. He's just like standing there.
What the hell? All right.
So weird.
Okay.
They also had they threw in their teaser for Mythic Quest, the Apple TV show.
Sorry. Did you say they announced Assassin's Creed Red? And I don't know if you talked about that.
We haven't
last
gotten
week,
to
did you?
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, you're
block
talking about
yet, really.
Assassin's Creed.
We
Yeah.
jumped into
I
it a
jumped
little
in there. I
early.
like to jump the
Okay.
gun. I get hyped.
I got lost.
They had an ad for Ubisoft Plus, of course. and then they had Rocksmith and Just Dance. But the one that really caught me was Trackmania because
fun.
it's coming to consoles.
Yeah, I was like, it's on consoles
And
yet?
rather than showing like all the cool stuff that they could show, it's like they show just like this CG trailer.
CG trailer.
And I'm like,
Yeah. That's actually a cool
Just
game
show the
that is
game.
like really
Just show
exciting to
it.
watch.
Because I feel like in the pre-show, they were showing footage of Trackmania, and
Yeah, I
it looked
think that they were.
insane.
yeah,
Could have saved a lot of money.
easy win.
Crazy.
But yeah, so then we get into Assassin's Creed.
The block.
Yeah.
The Assassin's Creed hour-long
Multiple
block.
15th anniversary trailers. I
Like
think there were
three.
like 3 times that they were like the
What are you
15th
doing?
anniversary.
Which is insane how bored I was because I am so here to celebrate this franchise. I love it so much. And they were just boring me to tears.
That was like the consistent thing with this and like so many other showcases where it's just like, who is this for?
I know.
Like, is it for your employees? Is it for your investors?
There definitely
Is
are
it
times where it feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, it feels like they're just trying to middle of the road it so much where it's like, well, we can't go too hardcore for the super fans because then
Yeah.
we'll lose the new fans. We can't just make it totally for the new people because, and it's
But
like,
who needs the Just
it
Dance
ends up
trailer?
being for nobody.
Totally.
Exactly. It's just like all bill paying and no information. Like you were saying, that article is infinitely more interesting.
So much more info.
It's like, why make this a separate showcase within the showcase? Like we had to sit through a second intro
Different hosts.
and like dumb hosts like doing their pointless banter. It's like, spare me, dude.
Yeah.
Could have been an email.
Totally.
Well, there was actually a lot more than would have been.
Yes,
they just
it could
needed
have
to
been
cut out a lot of
shorter.
filler. Yeah,
I
yeah.
liked the shot a lot.
All them standing
I
there.
remember it, and it was the characters were coming at the screen, and they kept cutting to different.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
all the
Yeah, the
characters.
live action
Yeah,
trailer.
Isla,
That was
can you
cool.
look up? I don't know off the top of my head the actress that they have in Mirage. Her name?
Oh, Shora Abdullu?
Yeah. Anyways, that's a highlight.
that is a big highlight.
Big highlight.
A big.
But they
win.
botched that even because they like 4 times is like just recognizable. Her voice is so recognizable,
Shora
like over and over.
Agdashlu.
Yeah.
Agdashlu.
So good.
She's the greatest ever.
She's so good.
I love her.
She's the best.
She's so good in The Expanse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And of course, video game
yeah.
history of Mass Effect. She's incredible in
Yeah.
it, even though she's like not a huge part, but like a very impactful part.
Oh yeah, she's in Arcane as well.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
great.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's a big
She's
win.
going to be like one of your mentor characters. And then
Perfect.
Basim is the.
Basim.
Yes. Which is easily one of my favorite newer characters in this franchise. He was an absolute standout highlight in Valhalla. That's his first game. This is going back 20 years before that. Seeing his origin. His story is very fascinating, modern day and in the past, all encompassing. His story really is the future of this franchise, honestly. He is a critical component to the narrative. So just hyped. And everything they've said is just like, yes, yeah, it gives me hope that they're actually listening.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, how do we make the modern day stuff better for the people that care and away from the people who don't care? Okay, let's do Infinite. Hey, feudal Japan. Everyone's been wanting that for 10 years. Let's do that finally. Hey, slower paced, smaller, stealth focused assassination game with Mirage. Let's do that. It's like everything they've said has been right. So now they just need to execute.
Even in the trailer, you could see kind of like the classic sort of like standing over the guy, like assassination moments.
Totally.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Would have been great if it was more than just saying.
I know. And
And
showing.
showing.
Of course. That's why it was so lame.
And that was the biggest botch.
Yep.
Like you're gonna take this game in a new gameplay direction.
Yep. And not show the gameplay.
Not show any gameplay.
But show you the collector's
Yeah.
edition. Pre-order now.
Pre-order now. It was an absolute swing and a miss for this showcase. 100%.
Huge thumbs down right there.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they did not show Mirage. Like the other ones,
I understand.
fine. But you have to show Mirage.
Because that's the thing is that they're trying to say that, like, oh, these things get leaked all the time anyways, and they still got leaked.
Yeah.
So we're going to show them to you years out.
Sure,
This
whatever.
is what we're working on. This is
Yeah.
what's coming, a couple years down the road. But Mirage should have been the one.
Yeah,
Just, like,
100%.
went hard.
Like, you have to
Not
show
even,
it. Especially because Valhalla was 2020
Not
now.
even like a gameplay demo. Just
But they're
a
not done with Valhalla
trailer.
yet. They're like, we've still got, one
last
final
thing.
chapter.
Yeah, one last thing.
One last ride.
Which is really cool. I like that. Valhalla has done like a cool job of the expansions are not great. Like the paid stuff, like Siege of Paris, Wrath of the Druid were forgettable and just fine at best.
What was the Ragnarok?
Dawn of Ragnarok?
Yeah, you hated that,
is
right?
one of the worst paid DLCs I've experienced. That is not hyperbolic. I promise you.
And that's not the most recent one, right?
So that was the last paid one.
Oh, okay.
Then they had I don't remember the name. Maybe you can look it up. It was like Fate of something. It was a roguelite one. And it was excellent.
Right.
It was so excellent and it was free. And then the Cassandra Eivor quest also was free. And a lot of that seasonal stuff is free, and that stuff is kind of continuing the story of Eivor. It's nice to just go back and check in on her village, on just kind of the events of what's going on. Decades and decades have passed, and then now we get that one last free capper on it all, which is a cool thing if you've put 150 frickin' hours in this frickin' game.
Mirage?
Binding Fate, but
No,
it's hard to.
Forgotten Saga, maybe? I think it's
Fate might not be in the
Yeah,
name.
I think
'cause
it's
that
Forgotten
didn't-
Saga. I think
Okay.
it's Forgotten Saga. It was really cool.
It's not on the Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC store page.
Crazy.
Right. Because it's probably just a free update.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
just gave it out for free. It was so cool. It was a full-on roguelike game, and it was like legit.
Nice.
I streamed that whole thing. You can check it out. Yeah, check out that archive.
And then Mirage is supposed to be quote unquote cheaper, $50.
Yeah. That's what we saw. I think if you pre-order it now, but yeah. Cool.
And
Forgotten
then
Saga.
Forgotten Saga.
Forgotten
So sweet.
Saga.
But Bloodworth, Skull and Bones is going to be $70.
Right.
Their first $70 game, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna get to
Skull
that.
and Bones. Way to kick it off.
Yeah, with probably so many cosmetics paid for it. Probably, how much does that piss you off,
Bro,
Brad?
they got to get anyone who's willing to spend max. Like Dawn, they
Yeah.
got to get the most money out of Dawn.
Yeah. Like they're gonna have full black beard skin.
Yeah.
$15.
Edward Kenway skin.
Kenway.
$30.
Pay up.
It was weird because that was my
Ridiculous.
first time because I missed the other gameplay thing that they did of it. Maybe it was just the compression or something. It looked really muddy and
It looked very
not
muddy.
very
Oh,
colorful.
yeah.
It's not an attractive game, which
No.
sucks because
No.
Black Flag was beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's just what did you do? Everything blends together. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
And it's it feels like it should be a free-to-play game
Yeah.
with, maybe paid seasons or something, Destiny style or something. But it's so
Still gonna have paid seasons, it seems like. but
It's
yeah.
so over budget and overdue that they need to charge $70. It feels like they have to.
Right.
but who's gonna buy it?
I bet that game will be $20 or $30 off in a month.
That's
3 weeks.
That's the Ubisoft way.
yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. Wait for that. Wait for that.
wait.
Wait for the reviews
Just wait.
and the sale.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No rush.
Ubisoft has been pulling that trick for 20 years now.
Yep.
So. But yeah, so they said they're going to be shifting to the $70 price point, starting with Skull and Bones. Eve told Steven Totillo, some of the games will come at the same price as the competition. The big AAA games
okay. Oh,
will
everyone
come
else
at
is doing it.
$70.
Everyone else is doing it. Bastards.
So why is Skull and Bones $70? Haha.
Exactly. But then, so closing out the rest of the Assassin's Creed stuff, all of these other games that we were talking about, they talked about Codename Jade,
Yep.
which is a mobile open world Assassin's Creed game.
I'm getting confused.
That's in
China.
Yeah. So they made a big deal about that.
Isla blew my mind when she said it's stronger than a Switch. Phones are now.
Yeah.
Could be,
So-
technically. But yeah.
Jade, might be actually
Sometimes
pretty
the
cool.
numbers and the actual performance don't necessarily line up. But yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the phones are $1,000. So
True. They cost 3 times as much.
I only get a phone every 7 years.
Yeah.
I just call and text. That's it, and email.
That's all a phone
Steam
can do.
Deck is
It's
cheap.
it's like mostly what
Well,
you're
everyone's
doing.
like gaming on the thing.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
guess
like,
so. Okay.
That
Jetpack
Steam Deck is
Joyride.
half the cost of a phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that I think about it.
And then Codename Red
Yes.
is the Japanese one.
Finally. Thank
And a
you,
Mountain
Sucker
Dew.
Punch, for showing the devs out there what we all have wanted for so long. Just more samurai ninja Japanese games. Let's go.
And another game later is coming for that open world Japanese lunch.
Yeah. And then Codename
Floodgates
Hexa,
are open.
which seems
Oh,
to
right.
be,
Yeah.
doing some witch stuff.
Which stuff, yeah.
Seems
That's
like
the one
maybe
I'm excited
Germany
for.
or something. It's kind of hard to tell where that's.
Hexa is the German word for witch, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that is going to be the most radically different Assassin's Creed game of all time compared to what they've done. I don't think it's going to follow the traditional structure that we've been seeing for 15 years.
I think
think?
part of their tease, they said
Why do you say that?
going in a different direction.
Yeah.
They actually
Oh.
said that.
Yeah, I think it could be first person. I think it could be like survival, maybe. I mean, horror elements obviously were like
Yeah,
vaguely teased.
absolutely.
I think it is going to be a way different experience, and I think that
VR.
having it like having the traditional Red experience and then that one as part of Infinite is going to show what they can do with that format and have all of these radically different.
Yeah.
Well, and also,
type of
like,
games.
narratively, it's not a stretch to think of... Because, like, as an assassin, you're in the
Yep.
shadows, you're being hunted, right?
Yep.
Like a witch. Like,
Yep.
they would be witch hunting you. And,
Right,
like,
right,
I think
right.
that would be so cool
And
to be
the-
playing as an assassin witch
100%.
who's
And
being hunted by all these, like, zealots.
Yep, and the witch powers will obviously
Yeah.
be Isu technology,
Yes.
and they think they're witches, so it all just
Have the apple.
Yep, so sick. Modern day stuff.
Man, I don't even know
Can
what
be
Isu
cool.
means. Like, this stuff
Ancient-
got crazy.
First
Civilization.
civilization.
Yeah,
It's
all
been there
stupid
from the start,
shit.
but yeah.
I mean,
The
who
very
knows?
like non-spoilery thing to sum up the modern day stuff is like people think magic and shit. Like all the magical history and stuff is actually this alien ancient civilization
Yes.
from like back in the day.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then whatever else Infinity decides to throw in there. They talked about smaller little experiences and all of that. They talked about bringing multiplayer stuff back in there.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Always down for stealth multiplayer games. I'm always down for it. There's not enough of them.
right.
Let me hide in a haystack and just
It's because they haven't been usually that great.
yeah, like Last of Us, obviously, and
Yeah, but that's
You know.
not like just
yeah,
stealth.
Yeah,
A great
But,
example of one that wasn't very great, yeah.
or Batman Gotham City Imposters.
Oh.
Loved that.
yeah.
That wasn't a stealth game.
Or no, it was it Origins? What was the multiplayer one? Was it Arkham Origins? Where you could like fucking do 2 players and like swing down and grab people?
that was like co-op, or was that more?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It was one
I
of
have no
those.
idea.
It was one of those.
Is Infinity free?
Infinity is not really a game.
Right, but it's a service.
Yeah, it's like an
It's a
like an
launcher.
interactive.
It's their new
hub,
Ubisoft
So it's just
launcher.
the launcher.
So
and
some of
it's
the things
Yes.
in there, like
Okay,
there will be
okay.
like game or like smaller experiences that are free within it,
How many gigs will it be?
and then you can also use it to buy games.
Right, okay.
So like if you you're zipping around and you see Codename Red, whatever it ends up being called, then you'll be able to get like watch the trailer within the app and then push the buy button or whatever.
Load
Okay.
it right up.
They gotta get a new name. It just makes me think of Mountain Dew.
Code Red.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Code Red.
Ooh,
Assassin's
that's good
Creed
marketing.
Code Baja Blast.
Assassin's Creed Baja Blast.
That would be
I'm
something.
down for that.
That would be something. Yeah. Get like a coupon for a free Baja Blast too.
Call of Duty.
Only at Taco Bell.
Call of
Right,
Duty's
shark.
fucking pissed. They like sue him.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's our drink.
yeah. What else we got, Blood?
What else we got?
Yeah,
we
get
got
us out of
we got the
there.
Nintendo Direct, which you guys talked about
On Frame Trap. Yes.
Frame Trap for like an hour.
Easy with Damiani.
Yeah.
So we won't dig
Insight.
into all of this. Go check out that Frame Trap episode for sure.
We can double back.
We're gonna double back on some highlights for sure though.
Yeah.
But well, let's talk about this Zelda title. What
Yes.
did you guys get into? You figure out any reason why they wanted to keep this under wraps for so long?
No, but the only thing I can think of blood is in Breath of the Wild. There is a kingdom that's talked about in the game that it went extinct.
Okay.
I think they're like the Zonai or something. They're called that, and so everyone's kind of thinking it's connected to that, especially because the two dragon symbols that look like an Ouroboros are like the same as the statues that are in Breath of the Wild throughout the game. So people are thinking that's the connection.
The title is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
But like. No, like it's not a big deal. It's like, what? Who cares? Like, why did you hide that for so long? Right. If it was like
when you did the shrines, didn't you have like a teardrop thing on the Sheikah slate? Yeah.
You go bloop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if it was like Legend of Zelda: The Death of Link, I could understand. But, like,
Link dies. Yeah, that I could understand. But it's like, no, it's like whatever.
But I mean, Link died before Breath of the Wild, basically.
Critically injured.
Yeah.
Critically injured, not dead, but yes, blood. And one of the other trailers has like a drop thing too going on with like some water. So that's what I assume it means, but who the hell knows? Could be a red herring. Don't know. Could be something completely different.
I just had a thought, but I was adjusting cameras. But there's a literal kingdom falling out of the sky.
Yes.
It's like tears of a kingdom.
And that's what I think
Yeah.
it might be, that old kingdom also. So, but yes, things are falling out of the sky.
I like the title. It's sad.
It is
It's a
sad.
sad title,
Yeah,
and
it's sad.
I like it.
Yeah. And then they showed some things where like there's some kind of thing where you can have ride a rock
So
up
it
to
looks
the sky
like
as well. Yeah.
So throughout Hyrule, there is like debris of like stuff falling from the sky. I'm gonna assume that's how you get to this guy, is by going to these things and using your demon arm thing. Now that's gonna be your new Sheikah slate to travel back in time. They showed some time travel in another, or not time travel, but like reversing stuff in an older trailer too, like these spike balls, like sending them back up a hill. So I guess it's going to be a new power.
Yeah.
I assume that's how you'll get up for a while. Maybe we'll do that later, but yes.
Some stone bird thing in there as well.
Some flying like stone paper airplane bird. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Still don't know anything though about that game.
Right.
I feel like they've shown many trailers, but we still know nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Do you want to though? Like I feel
No.
like this is perfect.
No. But I just have, there is so many questions I have. Not necessarily about story, but like gameplay design. I have questions.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Yeah, is it like the climbing and the gliding and the traversal and the
It's like, we've
dungeons
seen
and the food?
we've seen like a lot of what we know, but like, yes, the dungeons for me is the most curious thing, and story also.
Right.
So,
And
but
just,
they got time.
Just
to
how
show.
that whole world is laid out.
Yeah,
with all
yeah.
these floating.
Yeah,
sky
what's going to be
islands.
different? Yeah, because it is the same Hyrule, but like they got plenty of time for more trailers. Good to get a date finally.
Yes.
May
12th.
Yes.
So see that in October.
delayed
Don't say
till
it.
delayed till June. Calling it now. It's gonna get delayed till June.
Well, that's why I was saying October, because that's the thing to me is like once you announce your release date, then there's just one more delay.
One more
you
delay.
Get one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
delay.
yeah.
June or July, yeah, for sure, for sure.
I always want
Shadow
to believe,
drop it at E3.
but it always happens.
There's a comment on Frame Trap that said you guys kind of skipped over Pikmin 4. I don't know if that was
What do you
true.
mean? What was there?
There's nothing
There's
even
nothing to
to
talk
see.
about.
What?
What do you mean? There was nothing.
It's a 10-second teaser.
We got more of his shirt.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
the
I was gonna
actual
say-
See a lot of that show.
I was gonna say he had a really cool shot.
It's like, here's a small area of a map, and that was it. It's like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we got to see a couple of
Thanks,
environment
Miyamoto.
shots.
You said this game existed like 5 years ago.
Right? He did talk a little bit about it after we saw the environment shots. Called it the gameplay style Dandori.
Oh, right. They coined
Talking
it.
about simpler controls, which should give
Sure.
players more of a focus on strategic planning.
Making it easier to control those
deploying
Pikmin and
commanding.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be cool. I think that's a good idea.
It's interesting because they have actually had quite a bit of evolution in controls through the series. You know,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
where
I never
it's like-
played 3, but
Because you had,
or 2.
yeah, because you had the original GameCube controls, and then you had the stuff with the Wii pointer, and then you also had the stuff using the gamepad on the Wii U.
Was the Wii one a port of Pikmin 1
They
and 2?
did ports. They
Okay.
did new play control similar to how with Metroid Prime series.
Got it.
So
And
yeah,
3 was the Wii U one and Switch. They ported over. Was that 3?
they ported it to Switch
Okay.
later. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So it's just really interesting to see, like, okay, what are you up to this time?
Yeah, it's great to see Pikmin back, especially after he just did the phone thing for a very long time. We were like, oh, please don't let this be it. But then finally, it's Pikmin 4. It's like, cool, good to see it acknowledged.
Yeah, that's a great way to announce.
Yep, that's how you do
That's
it.
how you show the shitty mobile game first, and then you say, okay, here's the real
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can buy the shirt.
You can buy the shirt. Are you going to buy that shirt? That's a.
Probably
I better
not.
see
That's
where
such a
that.
blood
That's
shirt.
Wait,
such a
can you
blood
buy
shirt.
the shirt?
Yeah, you can buy the shirt.
Probably
That's
sold out by now.
Such a blood shirt,
Nintendo.com
dude.
or
I feel like
whatever, yeah.
blood should have that shirt.
Yeah.
Blood is that shirt.
Blood
is that shirt.
Blood needs that shirt so bad.
And they showed the other little gameplay thing you talked about. They showed this screenshot with this really low camera angle and talked about how you would be playing from the Pikmin's perspective.
That's a cool idea.
Love it.
That could be fun.
I love
to see what that's like.
Yeah.
I wonder. I hope it's like more than just a camera angle you can do while you're playing. I hope there's like more gameplay to that
Right.
specific angle.
Well, that's the thing that it seems like with that and with the other things he was saying,
Like,
it would have to change.
Maybe
the
you
gameplay
could
somehow
be a little go the Pikmin size or whatever point of view and like go in a little hole tunnel or something like that. I don't know. Something like that would be cool.
Yeah.
Where your space Olimar or whatever they're called can't fit.
A couple others I want to hit on. Fire Emblem Engage.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Damian had a decent amount to say about this. Yes.
Yeah. So
It seems like it's
there's
less, less, from what we've seen, less like Persona-esque bonds, getting like raising.
Really? Because they talked this whole thing
that's
about
what Damiani said. I'm just saying.
making these bonds with these classic
I'm
characters
sure
from throughout the
classic
series.
characters, but
Yeah.
not as much as like Three Houses or whatever. Because like that was a large part of that game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Damiani was happy to see it to maybe, hopefully for him and me, honestly, stream like more towards the combat. So we'll see. But yeah, I worry about it just feeling like kind of like an All Stars
Right.
Yeah.
because it has older characters. I mean, like, that could be really cool, but who knows? It's hard for me to say. But great new Fire Emblem.
That's
Looks
what I was
better
thinking too,
visually,
because it's like Three Houses was my first Fire Emblem, so it's like I know the name Marth, from
Smash.
but like I hope that they endear these characters to me as a newcomer.
Sure, yeah.
Also, because like the value of like that's Celica or whatever. I'm like, that's not gonna mean anything to me.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe so far it seems like you're not gonna have to like pick a side or anything like that, which you've been doing some of the other Fire Emblems, or buying another version or whatever. But he said it reminded him more of Awakening, I guess. So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah. Do the other ones? Because having only played Three Houses, do the other ones have like pick which track to go on, or is it just like one story?
Not usually.
Yeah,
no.
like Conquest
I want to
and
say Awakening
Fates,
did. Yeah, those ones.
separate versions. But yeah, I didn't
Oh
play
yeah, right.
Awakening.
Because it used to be
so
like
I don't know.
Pokemon, where you had to buy one or the other, right?
Not
I think it was just
usually,
that-
but that one did.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with the old ones. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Good heavens, I love Three Houses.
They're doing a remaster of Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse,
Hell yeah.
which came out back on Wii.
Yeah, I've finished a couple of these games. I've never done this one, obviously. So always down for a new Fatal Frame.
Yeah, I don't think it ever came to the U.S.
Yeah,
before.
no.
This
Yeah.
and this is the first time.
Super cool.
Multiplat also.
Yeah.
So you play it anyway.
It was classic internet because I wasn't there for a reaction, so I just kind of did like a live tweet as I was watching the direct. And I was like, oh, is this a new Fatal Frame? Oh, it's like a remake? Okay, looks cool. And then like I got two replies instantly. One saying, that one sucks. And then one saying, that one rules. And I was like, all right,
Hilarious.
well, here we go.
Great. Classic internet.
We got.
It's just so cool that we're, this
Yeah.
era we live in of like all these games getting like revived or like re-released, or like these ones that only came out in Japan are now coming here.
Yeah.
It's just so awesome. Like back in the day, it was like, oh, I guess that's never coming over here,
Or here's your game a year later.
Yeah.
Persona 5.
Speaking of,
Years sometimes.
Yeah.
they showed off a lot of N64 games there,
Yeah.
including a few Mario parties,
Yes.
Pilot Wing 64,
Yeah.
Excite Bike 64,
Yeah, cool.
which I don't think's ever
Cool
been
pick.
released since then. So that'd be really cool to get back to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll play.
Because I just like rented that back in the day,
Same.
so I never had a cart of my own.
1080 snowboarding.
Hell yeah.
So hype. And
at the end, GoldenEye. Impossible.
Yes.
Happened finally.
yes, I saw there's a grudge match going on.
Going
on the internet with the versions now.
Console Wars.
Hello, yeah, good old console wars.
Yeah, so basically what's happening is the Xbox version will be on Game Pass. And if you bought Rare Replay, you'll also get access
which is
to
great.
it.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
It has like higher resolution and frame rate and stuff. However, the Xbox version does not have online multiplayer. The Switch version does have online multiplayer because it's part of the Switch app.
Yes.
And so if you've
That's why
not
it can
done this
work.
before,
Crazy.
basically what you do is from the N64 menu where you see all the games. I had to like figure this out with Dawn to play Wave Race.
Yeah.
So like you create a party there.
Whoa.
And then the other
jump
person,
into it.
it's kind of like Parsec or something, right? You're looking at the other person going through all the menus or whatever, and then if the game's a multiplayer game, you're controlling in the split screen window as
Pretty
the
sick.
player 2 or player 3.
Pretty
so
damn sick.
it's built
That's
into
a smart way to
that
have
emulator.
done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also sometimes creates like a little bit of hiccup, a little bit of lag.
Yeah, not ideal, but cool.
Nintendo's online is not bulletproof? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wonder how. Like, it's such a different vibe. You know, the Xbox version, almost the 4K and everything, it almost makes it feel like modders. You know,
Right.
Like you download some mod texture packs.
Oh, there is a
or
twin
something.
stick option now,
Yeah.
modern controls.
Yeah.
So you're not having to just do the like weird floaty
In
auto
both
aim.
or just the Xbox?
I think that's in both.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it's both. Cool.
I know it definitely said it in the Xbox version, but I'm pretty sure it's in the Switch version too.
Crazy. Yeah. It's like the modded version or the.
There was that leaked
No,
version that was like a
standard
whole
version.
other.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's not that.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
that
that
fully
version.
remastered version that got leaked last year or the year before. But
That's cool. I just want the original. That's it. Just give me the original game, please, so I
There
can
you
play
go.
it after freaking decades. Like, I don't want to get out my N64.
yeah.
So it's perfect.
Well, and fixing that frame rate too.
yeah. Oh my God. 4-player, the frame rate just takes such a massive dip. Oh, huge.
But it kind of adds to the proximity mines,
It
doesn't
totally does. It totally does. The
When those
staggered.
explosions go off and everything just starts chunking a little bit.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
A little bit. Oh boy.
Yeah.
You're right, though. It is like kind of unintentional impact.
Yeah.
That's all we knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we knew.
We didn't know better.
I didn't
It
know
was a
better.
different time.
Rockets only.
Can't all be F-Zero 100 frames per second on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Can't all be F-Zero. Look where it got it.
Dead franchise.
Dead franchise.
Too many frames. People
coming
couldn't
back.
handle
Too many
it.
frames. Nintendo said no,
Dude,
no, no.
Before 2030, we have that bet, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
before 2030.
We do.
Yeah.
Main
Before
line.
2030?
Yeah,
Yeah.
main line.
Yeah, mainline F-Zero game before 2030. It's going down.
Just the fact that they worked out all the rights for GoldenEye.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so
Fantastic.
crazy. Yeah.
Good.
Fantastic.
Feels good.
So many like fingers in that pot.
Yeah, blood. Great
Yeah,
perspective.
definitely.
Great call. That's why it's taken this long for one of the most important legendary games. Hey, it can be debated, whatever, if it holds up or not. You
People
know,
tried to
Yeah.
ride those coattails a couple of times.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
GoldenEye Rogue Agent or whatever that EA put out, and then Activision when they got Bond, they're like, okay, we're gonna make our GoldenEye game.
right.
Check out Trash
with the
Babies.
gold classic
Rogue
controller.
Agent.
Oh yeah, that game was bad.
That game was
dude.
bad.
Bad.
Great episode, Trash
We're
Babies.
talking, about,
episode.
we're talking about all the Bond games. Give a shout out to Bloodstone with
Never
Daniel
played it.
Craig, third-person action game.
PS2?
One of the best. I think 3.
Yeah, I think that was 3.
Shit was sick.
Cool.
Swimming.
Cool.
Good swimming.
That's the best we can hope for with Bond.
Yeah.
And then we had the fortunate event of having a GoldenEye movie watch party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That day
Fun
already
timing.
planned.
So perfect.
good timing.
It's the best.
First time in our career that we were like on meta.
Yeah.
We timed something well.
So yeah, you can go back and check that. The archive's on Twitch right now, and then it'll be on Easy Allies Plays.
So great to see all those
Next couple of
levels.
days, yeah.
Those maps.
I was like, that's it. When I was watching the movie, I was like, where's the shootout, man? It's like a shootout in like the bunker. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool.
So funny. Your face isn't as angular as I remember it.
Yes.
Bayonetta 3
Yeah, looks real good.
looks real good.
Real
Apparently,
good.
IGN's played it already.
Yeah, I think there's been
event,
previews. Yeah,
and
big
they're
boys
like,
only.
hyping.
Of course, yeah.
Hyping this
Bayonetta
game.
1 and 2 are
10s,
excellent video
10s,
games,
10s.
so makes sense to me. And they've been working on this game for a long time.
The legend of Ben Moore himself almost gave it a 10
Almost.
out of 10.
He gave it the game trailers 10, though, right?
Yeah, 9.5. Game trailers 10.
Or it might have been
9.8.
9.8, I think.
9.8 is the game trailers 10.
9.8.
And I think there's definitely room, for improvement into.
Sure,
Especially in terms of like some of the weird story stuff they got into.
I don't
Yeah, but-
remember it at all,
Yeah.
so sure.
I just remember it being a 10.
It was
That's
really
it.
fun. Yeah, combat looks
Both of
fun.
them.
The new like huge kaiju monsters with you look really cool. The
Yeah.
spider, he was obsessed with the
That
Donkey
fucking
Kong
spider.
2
I know.
action.
It was so good because I was like so bummed. I was like, let me see that panther because turning into the panther in 2 is one of my favorite feelings in a game. So I was like, show me that panther. And then they show the freaking spider swinging around, being crazy. That looked really, really fun. And then the butterfly wings too. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, the new character too. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I
The
wanna say it's
Virgil character.
Violetta?
Yeah, the Virgil one.
Yeah. But yeah, she's cool. Like kind of more modern, like next generation witch. Kind
Yeah,
of
the
thing going
new
on.
generation. Yeah,
Young Avengers.
Boruto.
Yes. Better. Yes.
Yeah. There are a ton more games that were in that direct. Actually, that's one of my criticisms.
Many farming games.
Yeah. Well, the farming game I'm not as worried about, but it was so fast.
Blood, you've told me
Everything was so
15
fast.
times, man.
Yeah.
Time for the 16th time. So, Story of Seasons
Mm-hmm.
is the original
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon
Yeah.
creators.
Right.
Okay. So then the newest Harvest Moon games are imposters.
Essentially, yeah.
a shell.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. So it's the publisher
Okay.
that owns the Harvest Moon name.
Okay.
In the U.S., they're still making that series with other developers.
Okay.
But the
'Cause-
original developers are the ones that make stories.
The Story of Seasons with the family and the like child.
Yeah.
Looked good. I want to play that one. I'm jumping in.
Yeah, that was GameCube, and I think it might have come to PS2 later as well.
Okay.
That's A Wonderful Life.
Yes. Great title
and
too.
this is a real-
little Jimmy Stewart action.
Yeah,
Can you name your character?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
you did.
naming him Jimmy Stewart.
Remember that.
Yes.
But they're reworking a lot of things. It sounds like they're like allowing you to do like whatever kind of gender, sexual orientation stuff that you
Great.
want this time around, which has been like a controversial thing in the series past.
Shit.
So now you can kind of do whatever you
what
want.
you want.
with
Nice.
that.
I was
Yeah.
very pleased to
Good.
see that. Non-binary as well. It was very cool.
Excellent.
And it looks like visually too. It's not just an up-res. It feels like the art is different to me.
Nice.
So it's weird because like I'm looking at this game. It's like I recognize this game, but I don't recognize this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all the farming games, that is the one that stuck and looked the best for sure.
I think that and Harvestella. I
Yes.
think Harvestella.
Harvestella
one
looks cool
I would
too.
play.
The demo's out.
Square.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
If the aging stresses me out. If they die,
For sure.
that's cruel. if they
For
like
sure.
get
Life
to
is
80 and
cruel.
stop forever, that's great.
Yeah. Just turn the game off.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Break
I'm done
the
out.
break
That's
the
enough.
cart in half.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of other games that were in that direct. You can check out Frame Trap
Yes.
for a deeper dive into everything that was there.
Radiant Silver Gun. Shout out.
Later that day, we got a state of play.
Yep.
And pacing wise, this was the opposite for me
Yeah.
because I felt like Nintendo had a ton of games, even though it was like twice as long. They felt like everything went by really quick, and like you're saying, like Pikmin was like, oh, there it goes, and like Zelda, it's like nice taste, but that was it.
Yep.
A state of play half as long, but everything felt like it breathed a little bit better.
Less
You look
stuff.
better
So, yeah.
look at it.
You got a better look.
Yes.
Yeah. Kicking it off,
Great kickoff.
Wow.
first look at
Wow.
Tekken 8.
Yeah,
Wow.
seeing it like
Unreal Engine
in
5.
action. Obviously, like the HUD was off, and I think some of the shots are not what it's going to be like when you're fighting. Obviously,
Yeah, it's
but
not
you get
actual gameplay, but you get a
It
sense
looked
of
like
gameplay.
it gave you a very good idea of what it's going to be, I guess.
Brad, I want to recreate the muscle bulge shot with you. We're gonna zoom in on Brad's bulging muscle shot.
Because he is like way jacked. Tekken characters, dude.
It just suddenly
Specimens.
inflates out of
Loved that.
nowhere.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's like Piccolo vibes,
Yeah.
dude. Just like, boosh.
Tekken characters are not realistic in the best way.
One thing I didn't realize,
The trailer was hype.
Yeah, it was
Tekken
cool.
has like this Guinness World Record
Of like the story.
for longest
I had no
story
idea.
in
I've
video
not kept
games.
on. I don't know Tekken story
How is
at
that
all.
possible?
I don't know.
Many Tekken games
It just
anime
keeps
just keep
apparently
going.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it's way before God
They've
of
just
War.
stuck to their guns every time.
Yep.
Wait, before God of War, before Kingdom Hearts, because those are still going.
Yes.
Yeah, before all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, PS1.
Final
yeah.
Fantasy and Dragon Quest always mix things up and do
Yeah.
different things.
Wow, that's
Mario
a
doesn't
really cool
continue.
stat.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider.
Tekken.
I'm trying to think of, wow.
Yeah,
That-
because Tekken's before Tomb Raider. for
Yeah,
sure.
all that. That is so, you got to think
And
of like
Tomb Raider
PS1 or
reset.
NES. Or,
Yeah.
That's really cool. Great trivia right there. I love that.
I hope they never reset.
Same. Keep it going.
We got
On other platforms too, so
yeah,
everybody wins.
for sure.
Which is good for a fighting game because you need a big player pool to keep those games going.
Totally need it. Matchmaking,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need that.
Cross play for any multiplayer matchmaking game now is like a must.
Yep.
They showed a couple of games getting ported to PSVR 2.
Right. some
Star Wars
games.
Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, as well as Demio. And then
That was,
Was
it
that
for
the-
PSVR.
No, that one. Don't skip over that one. That one looked so sick.
Yeah, it's
already out on
too.
Quest.
Yeah. You
I'll
can play
bring
it.
my Quest and you can play it.
I want to play that game. VR. You know, last
like
one
you're
I
kind of in a tabletop game.
Yeah. Last one I played was Alex. It just messes with my brain, my head, you know, I
Yeah.
get kind of queasy, but that one looks like you're kind of stationary for a lot, you know, messing with the board and the characters. Just looked really fun.
Yeah. But then they dropped, talking about things coming back, Like a Dragon Ishin.
This was a surprise.
Big surprise. We'll get to more Like a Dragon stuff later, but for sure, the
very
first
nice
trailer
surprise.
they showed.
A very nice surprise.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Even my hopeful self, you know, I always think everything's coming back always. Any game ever made it can come back. I had given up hope on this ever coming out. I thought the moment had passed.
yeah, me too.
You know, and if they were going to do anything, it would be like spin-offs or future games. But this coming out is such a win. Like
I think this is the second trailer here.
Yeah,
But,
especially because they're doing
wrong one?
freaking remake.
other spinoffs like Judgment already,
Yeah,
and like they announced
Exactly.
before this 8. So it's like, man,
Right.
So the fact that this is coming is such a huge win. I know that, you know, Yakuza fans have wanted this in the West for so long.
Right.
Like,
previously it was on PS3 and PS4.
yep. I don't import games because I don't know what the hell is going on, and you know.
Well,
so-
this is a weird one. Yeah, without
Yeah.
subtitles, you're
yeah.
kinda
I mean,
lost.
Yakuza games have so much story
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
So much.
So I was like, okay, I could never import this thing. Like, this is such a freaking win.
Yeah, and they remade it too.
And honestly, thank you, Sucker Punch, dude. I'm chalking some of this. It's a little bit. I'm giving a little bit of credit.
I didn't know this
to
till you
Sucker
said
Punch.
it to me earlier.
Yeah.
Say it. Tell them.
Yeah,
Tell them why.
because they're putting this out because they saw Ghost of Tsushima and how fucking awesome it was and how well received it was, how everyone fucking loves it and wants those types of games. So they're like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, they kind of
Boom.
had like, they're kind of like diminishing themselves, right? They're like, oh no, people won't want this. People
Yeah.
aren't interested in this period
Dude,
of Japan.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of like Square Enix in the PS3 era where they're like, we got to appeal to Westerners. We got to make it more
Yeah.
Western focused. And everyone hated it. And then
Yeah.
they started making games that are more Japanese focused. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Top 5 coolest things of all time is cutting a bullet with a samurai sword.
That's always cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the other thing too,
The
With-
throwing the katana.
Yeah.
Just like, bah!
the other thing with Ishin is at the time, the series was so far behind.
So far ahead, I had to wait so freaking long
Like,
to continue
there
the
would
story.
be a new game announced
Yes.
in Japan, and we hadn't gotten the
Yep.
previous game yet. So
Yep.
I think that also like was a big contributor. It's like we
Yeah.
don't have time to localize all these games. We don't have time to localize the spin-off games.
Yeah.
Although the Dead Souls they managed to throw out there.
Dead Souls. Worst one, filler.
Yeah.
I don't count it. It's fine. It's whatever.
Huber Pacific. Drive.
Pacific Drive.
Dude.
Absolutely one of my most anticipated new IPs, without question. This is a game I never knew I wanted. Post-apocalyptic road trip chase game.
Road-like, please.
Road-like. Yeah.
I'm just excited to sit down with some popcorn and
Oh
play
my
the hell
God.
out of this thing with you. This
Oh
is
my
going
God.
down. This is it.
Dude, well,
Bringing a blanket and like a lantern to the stream. Get
Yeah.
hyped.
set up like a tent and like sit in it on the couch. Dude, my
pumped.
hype was compounded because I was already gaga for this. And then I found out my friend Carrie like wrote it.
Oh, okay.
She's like is like on the game.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's awesome.
Inside scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, a run-based first-person driving survival game.
So cool. So creative.
Your
What a
car
cool
is your
idea.
only companion, and then you'll like upgrade, repair, outfit it.
Saw like a little garage section for a second.
Yeah, that's your home base there. And then you're gonna drive into like these they call them surreal woods of the Pacific Northwest, chasing long forgotten mysteries. And there'll be like dangerous things out there. It's kind of hard to say what it is. The Olympic exclusion zone.
Because we
That's what they're calling the area.
Yeah, because we saw them get out of the car in one spot. I think it was near the garage, though. So I'm wondering if that's like the very beginning. You can walk around, do that. But I'm wondering if along the road there are spots that you can get out and kind of explore and digest those stories. Because that would that seems like it'd be easier to tell more stories that way by like getting out and interacting with like a sign or something versus like all of it in the car.
You're in a car, so
Yeah.
like cars have radios.
Yeah.
And, like, you could communicate, you could pick up signals, you
Good
know.
call for sure.
Also, they shouted out the Book of Annihilation, which is one of my favorite books.
Oh, right.
Oh
It's
my
an
god.
inspiration for sure.
I'm so stoked for this.
Hell yeah.
I hope there's a Days Gone nod. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. Twin Peaks.
Get his hat.
Killing.
yeah, for sure.
So many.
I love too that it's just like an old station wagon.
Yeah,
It's
cool
not
car.
like some like
Yeah.
purpose-built off-road
Some
vehicle.
cheap, yeah.
It's like, no, we're just gonna bolt things onto this.
Yeah.
Put some headlamps
Like
on the
Cowcatcher.
top.
Yeah. Yes, Cowcatcher.
Do you all assume that you'll retire to the Pacific Northwest as well?
Sure.
I feel like I've
love
always
it.
felt like that's what's going to
No.
happen for me.
It's called me. I really like it up there.
Yeah,
For sure. I don't know
It's
if
nice.
I'll live there, but I really like it.
And then I just think about the movie The Strangers, and I'm like,
Scary.
mm.
Scary, scary, scary.
We got Rise of the Ronin
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
coming from
more.
Koei Tecmo.
Damn,
Yeah.
they are.
Thanks, Sucker Punch, for opening the floodgates
Team
for
Ninja.
us.
Team Ninja. This is Team
Thank
Ninja. They're doing a lot of games, man. Koei Tecmo. They're
Yeah,
just,
they got a lot.
lots
in
of
the
work,
iron-
yep.
A lot of irons in the fire.
Neo 2.
This
I
is
know, I
a-
know. Neo was before Ghost of Tsushima, right? Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
like not even.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
A little bit of credit there.
Sure. This is a 2024 game.
Right.
So 2025 game probably when it actually comes down
Sure.
to it. But ways away, but looks cool. Open world. Assassin's Creed vibe with the glider thing.
Totally. The like
Yeah, that glider
gnarly
is sick.
musket kill.
Could be cool.
Insane.
Could be cool.
The pistol kill
Definitely
at the
want
end.
to see more.
Yeah.
It'll be wild though, but cool idea.
Yeah.
Down.
Combat looked a little floaty, but it's years away.
Years away. You got
Right.
time.
Yeah.
You got time.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I
you
mean, it
can
looks
expect
rough,
some Neo style stuff
Yeah,
in there.
of
for
course.
Sure.
Yeah. Team Ninja, of course. All that stuff reminds me of Ninja Gaiden, those executions kind of. How they
Oh,
use
right.
it,
They're
killing
working on
guys.
that. They're working on DLC for Stranger of Paradise still right now
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Another one
Best
coming
7 of the year, baby.
And then closing that out, God of War Ragnarok.
Great
my
trailer.
God.
Reminding us what a good trailer
Oh
looks
my
like.
Yeah,
God.
very good
Whole
trailer. That was a great trailer.
Oh,
I wonder if they've been sitting on that trailer for a while.
and
or
I
if they delayed it.
Yeah, and I don't like to do it. You know, my least favorite thing is game name dash story trailer. I do not like story trailers because they're the ones that give it all away.
Yeah.
But I felt like this didn't give too much away. Like, it showed a fight between two characters that we already knew were gonna fight, and like, even because I'm seeing the gif of it like floating around, they're just like standing, there's just ice everywhere. It's like you can't even tell where they are. Like,
I know where they are.
yeah, so it's like not even really spoilery. And we just saw some high stakes Kratos Atreus bonds going down. We
Yeah.
saw some traversal action. using the blades to like swing.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is there.
Oh my gosh.
Did God of War 2 have stuff like that? Was it 2?
Original 2. Yeah.
okay.
Yep. The swinging. The variety, God of War 2018. If I were to criticize anything, it's like, I could use a little more enemy variety in here, especially like you said, the best thing you said, right?
Big enemies.
More big enemy variety.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of big freakos in this, and just a lot of variety.
Good.
Yeah.
Looks great.
My
And
God.
like the-
Now I don't want to see a single
They should not show
screenshot
any more of
until
that
I
game.
play the game.
I don't think
it's
they should
done.
show any more.
It's done.
The Hati and Skull thing with the two wolves like changing
Yes.
the time of day. It's so cool. It
So
looks
sick.
so cool.
I wonder if that'll be that's like a mechanic in the game.
I'm very
yeah.
curious. Yeah, if you like can do that whenever you want, like that'd be nuts.
And then it was just so nice to see all the devs out there, the Sony Santa Monica devs, just like one being like emotional, crying about the reception, but then also just hyping it to hell, dude. Like, yo, you haven't seen anything yet. Yo, glad you liked the trailer. That was nothing. It was
Right.
like, oh my God.
Dude, it's funny you say that because I was at a Salt and Straw last night,
Yeah.
and the guy working there was like talking with the dudes in front of us, and then I hear the guy go like, "Oh, November, November," and then I look over and I see he's got a God of War Ragnarok shirt on, and then I looked around and I'm like, oh, like a bunch of people from Sony Santa Monica are here just getting ice cream all at the same time, like they're all
Perfect.
hyped as hell.
Oh,
It was really
wow.
funny.
But then Tyr shows up a lot.
Hell yeah.
What do you got to say, Heber?
Bonds, dude.
Tyr, I'm so excited for this. That because I don't know much about the story. I don't want to keep it chill. But the one thing that my mind keeps going to is Tyr and Kratos talking about being gods of wars. That like just the banter of that. I saw someone post a cool video of Ghost of Sparta with Deimos, Kratos' brother, and there was this very similar shot of them like picking each other up like that, kind of those parallels, those connections, just people picking it apart. I love that. Very excited for Tyr. I wonder if there, I'm sure there are a bunch of characters we haven't even seen yet.
Right.
Like, dude, so much unfinished business, like with Deimos. I feel like there's got to be something there.
Tyr's chill. In the Norse mythology book, he's like kind of nice
Hell yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Just played through all that shit in God of War Valhalla.
I don't think they show me something I'm really curious about. I hope that's in the game. But it's okay if they don't show it. I'm just
People.
curious. No, a new main weapon.
Yeah.
'Cause we only saw the Leviathan
Yeah.
axe
I
and
mean,
Blades of Chaos.
to me, it just feels very obvious it's Thor's hammer, but
Just gonna
That's
say,
what
I mean,
that's what I'm
obvious,
thinking.
yeah.
I'm hoping.
Obvious.
because
you never
you
know.
already got
Yeah.
fire and ice, and you had lightning. to
Kratos
it,
has a long and storied history of murdering people and taking their weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
Yes, that's true.
Damn it, you're so right.
Yeah. And also, one of the things they hyped up with Game Informer was, those elemental attacks, that new button. being mapped
Oh,
to that
right.
stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The weird, like, cybernetic, not like, they remind me of the Matrix. Like when all the droids are, you know what I mean? The machines in the Matrix are like getting all,
Yeah, the Sentinels.
the Sentinels, yeah, those like weird red monsters we saw in the trailer. Those were weird. It looked like a battle arena. It looked like Muspelheim
There's
vibes.
some weird enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, there's definitely a Muspelheim.
Yeah, and they had like
spawn
runes
area,
on
yeah.
them, probably because some.
Yep. Don't do the 100 enemy challenge.
Maybe
Don't
some-
put it in.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
too
some
long.
witch is
It's
like
too long.
giving them life, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I wonder too, if we'll see anything else that kind of shows, like we're saying, like the crossover between the Greek and the Norse mythology,
I just
and
want one flashback. It's all I
how
want.
much bigger does this go, kind
That'd
of
be
thing,
cool.
It's all I want.
Because they said they were going to wrap it up with this one.
I
last time, right?
told
so.
Isla I know how this one is gonna end, and I already know the title of the next one, but it's a spoiler. I got a Nintendo this.
It's genius. He has to be right, and it's amazing. I
can't say
it's
it, though.
so good. It's so good.
I know I see a lot of people going through 2018 now, so
Yeah. We won't spoil it, but
I
it's
won't say
genius.
it. I won't
And
say
there's
it.
there's loose ends from 2018 that
Yeah.
everybody was asking Corey about, and he wouldn't
Yeah.
budge.
Why would you ask? Why would you want to know?
We probably asked when we talked to him.
Yeah.
I'm not asking a damn thing. Just,
No, you're
just
Yeah, there are a couple of character cameos from the first one I'm very curious about in this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hype. Great trailer.
We've got more news to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi! Discover inspiration. Shopify believes in liberating commerce for all because entrepreneurship has the power to drive communities forward and commerce can be a force for good. Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big business, so upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed. Scaling your business is a journey of endless possibility. We started out selling shirts that I would just make and throw up and then like whatever, and now we have a partner for that, and you don't want to try selling stuff alone. And Shopify can really help you get there. It has the tools and resources that make it easy for any business to succeed, from down to the street to around the globe. Shopify powers millions of businesses from first sale to full scale. Reach customers online and across social networks with an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and more. Synchronize your online and in-person sales. Gain insights as you grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond. More than a store, Shopify grows with you. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Go to shopify.com/allies, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/allies right now. SHOPIFY. Shopify.com/allies. 14-day trial for free. Do it. It's going to be great. Okay, bye. Thanks.
And if you are a patron, thank you. All right. Then, RGG Studio,
Out of control.
just like a dragon everywhere. And
Out
let's
of
start
control.
there, because it looks like worldwide, all right, Like a Dragon
Yep.
is the name of
Yeah.
the series now. We're ditching
Yeah.
this
The
weird,
Yakuza name.
awkward Yakuza name. What do you think about that, Huber? You think it's time? You think
It's
they
insane.
did it right?
This is like a over 15-year-old franchise, right? And it feels like just a few years old because now it is like one of the biggest and most popular in the industry. This is absolutely the right move because they're giving us the Ishin, old school style looking one. They're giving us 8, and the one that I'm most excited about, Gaiden.
Yeah. Yeah, so Like a Dragon Ishin, which we saw earlier, and now you can play
Yes.
the ambush trailer. They
Yeah.
showed that at the event. That's coming out February 21st, 2023.
Wow.
And-
Really?
Really soon.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was
That's
that
so
close.
soon.
Dude! Yes!
February is stacked.
It's
so
so
hyped for
stacked.
October and February are like insane.
Yeah, and for people who aren't familiar with this game, I know we talked about it in Sony without really getting into it, but it's such a weird thing because it's like it's a historical era game, but then the same like familiar characters
Yeah.
are like playing other characters
Yep.
in this game, and so it's really wild. And this ambush trailer, like they're just going in and they're just slaying dudes.
And like the samurai Yakuza origins,
Right.
like, is just a super interesting place to play this game. Like I love that. Like some of the earliest Yakuza films deal with that post-war like Yakuza like helping the people, you know, like helping them rebuild and everything, and going back even before that, like just a really cool. Not a contemporary place, because all the Yakuza games are like
Right.
modern day. So just a really cool time period to see all that.
And they go through all the actors later in the trailer and stuff too, and it's just wild. It's like, even though this is a re-release, that like they said, built from the ground up.
Yep.
Yep.
These
Remake.
faces look amazing,
Yeah.
you know, as they always do.
Last of Us situation. A little half remake.
And then we don't have to go too deep into it, but Judgment and Lost Judgment,
Yeah.
Shadow dropped on Steam.
That means
yesterday.
they probably settled that dispute they had with the actors agency.
Oh, sure.
that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah. And then next up is Like a Dragon Gaiden,
Yes.
The Man Who Erased His Name.
Yes.
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 There's a lot of
2023.
There's a lot of space there, especially after how 6 ended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Most hyped. Most hyped.
Kiryu now going as Joyu.
Code name.
Codename, yeah.
Codename. This trailer shows him meditating in a temple.
Yeah.
Monk comes up and it's like something's bothering you, and like you've got to like let go of your old ties and all that.
He's been trying to do that for
Yeah. I know. Since game one. dude, like,
And then this shady dude in a slick suit
He always gets pulled back
comes
in.
up.
Shady dude with a slick suit, play through 6, it makes me like kind of think who that could be, like what organization that person maybe works for. But that's about it. That's all we have to really go on.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm really excited because 6 was one of my favorites.
oh, it's my favorite game, yeah.
without a
series.
doubt, just to see
0.
where. And like
0 and 6.
Kiryu is like one of the coolest characters of all time.
One of the best video game
Yeah.
protagonists ever.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So it's nice that he's coming back.
And like all these games,
Yeah.
I'm still enthralled with his story, no matter what.
no matter what.
I'm always sucked in.
Presence.
Yeah. Presence.
I did read that this won't be as big as a mainline. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
They said it's bigger than. I haven't played this DLC yet. They said it's bigger than the Kaito files of Lost Judgment, but smaller.
That's cool.
Than a main
Mainline.
game, and you can still go in the open world and
That's
do side
totally
quests.
fine.
Yeah.
Yakuza games can be long if you
Yeah.
want them to be.
Totally.
Really
Kind of
long.
seems like kind of maybe a Mirage situation.
Sure.
oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then the reason that this side story exists, Like a Dragon 8.
Yes.
Launch date 2024.
And this is 2023 Gaiden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ishin is 2023 also.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Yeah. So that's probably later. Guidance probably later in the year.
Which is good because Kiryu seems like extremely involved in 8.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
7 gave the impression to me that Kiryu's
was-
time is over.
Yeah, now
and
it's
this is the future of it. It's like, yes, Ichiban is still the future, but Kiryu
Yeah.
is there with him.
Yeah, we see him in Kamurocho.
playing as both of them, dude. So
Walking
hyped.
down the
They said
street
dual
together.
protagonists.
So hyped.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I was questioning myself, but I see the banner says Kamurocho right in there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Tell-
That's it, baby.
Remember
Tell me
that
that-
E3 that had that?
Now he looks
whole
like Nero.
alleyway built?
He's a Devil May Cry character
He
now.
really is. He fucking looks like Nero, dude.
Yeah, the gray hair is definitely throwing a lot of people off. A lot of debate about that hair.
Debate like he's older or he dyed it.
Like he dyed it. Like it's this
Yeah.
weird like boy band
Undercover.
kinda,
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be, yeah. Who knows?
I mean, if
yeah,
he's
he might still
walking-
be going as Joryu. We
If
don't know.
Kazuma is walking down that street, I'm sure he wants to keep a low profile.
I think some
You know,
higher
maybe he's-
profile. I
yeah.
think that hair.
Yeah.
I do have a question though. I have a love and respect question going to Yakuza here. I wanted to throw this in while we're talking about it. From Son of Sparta, is Kiryu Kazuma's popularity a detriment to his character? After seeing the recent RGG Summit showcase, I can't help but feel like Kiryu will never get a proper ending. Story-wise, he wanted out of Yakuza after the first game, and he seemingly got his wish 6 mainline entries later in Yakuza 6. At the time, RGG Studio made it very clear that Yakuza 6 would be the end of his story. Of course, a few years later, we saw him make an appearance in the very next mainline entry, Yakuza 7.
Small.
But some of us
Yeah,
thought
so small.
that was a
Kinda.
simple passing of the torch.
So small.
Now it seems we
barely
were
counts.
very wrong.
Yeah.
Not only is Kiryu getting his own dedicated game, he's also getting the main as he's alongside Ichiban as the main protagonist in 8. So with this turn of events, I'm left wondering, is his popularity a detriment to his character? How impactful can the events surrounding him be if we know he will ultimately be fine since they want him in the next game as well.
Blood.
I mean, that's a lot of assumptions there.
Yeah. How many more I Want Out stories does Kiryu have in him before it becomes stale? And will ending the story of a main character really mean anything in the series anymore if they can come back so quickly and easily?
If he's got gray hair, that means he's dying in 8.
I mean, again, this has gone on for like over a decade of my life, so really it doesn't seem like all that much. It's like one game every bunch of years if you really like kind of space it out.
I think they come pretty quick.
So, yeah, but like, still, he's not like there's other playable characters.
There's a lot of characters.
Like, there's a lot going on in this universe, like, especially once you get to the other ones, like 4, I think of, and
oh my God,
5 is
has
so
yeah.
long. Like, there's so much going on. So, I don't know, until people push back or like stop caring. Like, I don't know if this person has stopped caring about his story, but like until the overall sentiment is like, yo, it's too much Kazuma, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about, very recently, we've talked about letting things end.
for sure.
And like, hey, you don't have to drag things out forever. And it
Yeah.
feels like they're dragging us out more than they need to.
I think that's an assumption. I think Ichiban is the star of this game and Kazuma support. Ichiban's the star of Yakuza 7. This is now 8. Like, he's right there. He's the one who walks out first when this trailer starts. So again, I think it's an assumption.
Effect potentially, though.
Yeah, but like, how do we even know? Like, it's all speculation. Like, what if Ichiban is 70% of the game and Kazuma's only 30%? Like,
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, we've played so many Yakuza games, and they're so similar.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're very similar games.
Yeah.
Like the beats they follow, it feels like very. So like you said that, like you've felt burnt out because
Yeah.
it's like you have played so many of these games. and
Yeah. 7 like
kind
kind
of
of
the same
burned me
thing,
out.
and it's like Kiryu being back is like the least.
Yeah, the
annoying
least
thing
concerning
to me,
thing.
yes.
For franchise fatigue.
Yeah.
Totally, Brad.
And then this one's supposed to be turn-based still, right? They said that the main ones that
maybe I guess
continue
so.
turn-based.
I guess so. Yeah, I think so.
Shit.
I
don't
think
know
they said that
detail.
before, but
Or I wonder if they're sort of changing
or if it'll be a
that
mix.
format, so where it's like
Yeah.
his part of the game,
Yes,
like
just beat 'em
Ichiban
up.
is turn-based, but Kazuma is
Beat 'em up. Yeah,
beat 'em
could
up.
be.
Or maybe that's why they have Gaiden, so it can be a beat 'em up more.
Right.
And then I heard they're dropping the name. The Yakuza name
Yeah,
is
it's
gone.
like
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
dragon
saying.
because that's
Yeah.
the
They're all-
Japanese name.
all these are
Forever,
like
right?
a dragon.
Yeah. Cool.
This is like a
So
dragon.
it makes
8.
sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
ZOVGM says in live chat that they said it's still turn-based.
Okay, this one is yeah. I'm curious. Whether they'll mix it up at all, but yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's funny when you hear about people playing like a dragon for the first time. They're like, "Oh, the story's so good, but it's so wacky at the same time." And it's like, bro, they're all like that. All of them.
Yeah.
Wait till you keep going.
Wackadoo.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Like I still have fun with it.
Yeah, and it's such an interesting question. I really like this question, just about Kazuma and how impactful it will be, because at this point now he's a mascot.
Yeah.
He's no different to me than like a Sonic or a Mario. It's
Right.
like fucking Gordon Freeman. It's like
he's the Dante dude.
yeah, he's like a Dante.
Yeah.
So he has transcended a character and become like a mascot. So I guess I kind of look at it differently. And mascots,
See you in
I
Tekken
don't
8.
yeah, mascots. I guess I don't ever really feel fatigued because it's like just a mascot. It just is. It's an institution. Like
It's a brand.
Yeah, Kazuma is a brand.
And the fact that he's
Yeah.
not the only character.
Yeah.
Also.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yakuza always is very good about multiple characters.
Totally.
So-
Yeah. I wonder if how many characters will be in it. If it is turn-based, especially, how big
Yeah,
is your
you're
party?
definitely gonna have a party.
And like all the
Yeah.
characters from 7 probably back to all those people, that whole party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whoever, if like Majima shows up more and more of those people.
Win for Majima.
I'm curious,
Majima Gaiden, dude. Majima Gaiden.
With that
That was-
combat
yeah.
system, I remember people feeling it could get stale or things
Yes.
could get repetitive. So I'm
Yes.
wondering what you think.
Yeah.
They might do. to
just
change
more like,
depth.
More
Like,
depth
honestly,
to
I
the
ju-
combat, yeah.
yeah, like all the base.
And not like there's some weird difficulty spikes in 7, I would say.
Yeah.
Especially at one part.
Yeah, it's tough. Turn-based battles get tough. Like, I love turn-based battles. One of my favorite systems. I like turn-based over more active RPG battle systems. But there's the 7. You fight a bunch of trash mobs, and it's just like mash attack. Everyone just do basic attacks and you get through, and that gets
Push,
tiring.
A at this part or something like that. Yeah, just like more to the combat.
Yeah,
More team attacks.
More strategy.
More strategy, yeah.
for sure.
All right. We got more showcases to talk about. I honestly,
Crazy.
I didn't even get a chance to get through all of this stuff. Like, I've kind of skimmed Capcom. I really only, looked at a couple parts of Capcom.
Blood, I just thought of a good name for this podcast episode. Oops, all showcases.
Yeah, write that up at the top so I'll remember it.
Okay.
But, yeah, so they had Street Fighter 6. They had Resident Evil Village with the DLC. More updates on Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Exo Primal was in there. And then Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. But the big dive, really, is Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Big, long, chunky section at the end of this. They go into World Tour mode.
Looks really fun.
And they revealed 4 characters. We
Yes.
see Blanca, we see Ken, we see Dhalsim, and we see E Honda.
Yep.
All look
Honda
great.
looking sick.
Yeah. I feel like we saw the least of Honda. We got we got a lot of gameplay of all of them, but I feel like we really saw the least of Honda.
That's all we need. That's all we need to see.
Probably saw the most of Ken. For good reason.
Yeah. Blanca's in there throwing those Blanca-chan
Yeah,
dolls
really cool.
around, using
Yeah.
them as little traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the electrified Blanca-chan was great.
His design looks wild too. I love everyone's design in this game
they're
so
cool.
far. And then they talked about the fighting ground. They talked about the battle hub. They talked about these extreme battles to where you
Yeah.
can set up all of these different
Goofy things,
goofy thing, like a bull running in there, or these electronic things,
Or like a ball hitting it back
things
and
where
forth.
you're competing to see like a hot potato with this ball knocking it back and forth with each other.
Yeah, just like a goofy little fun mode. By no means competitive or anything like that, but it's just a fun little goofy thing if you want. Cool.
But yeah, just overall impressions so far.
Oh my god, the
on
game
Street
looks
Fighter, yeah.
great. I'm way more excited for this Street Fighter than I was for 5, way more.
Yeah.
And the fleshed out single player campaign looks really fun. Going through these different areas, learning new moves, stuff like that from characters we know. That's super
Yeah.
cool.
Cool customization. it
Cool
looked like.
customization, yeah.
Yeah,
Really
and
good
so,
stuff.
Yeah, if you to kind of illustrate this, basically you create in this world tour mode, you create a character, and it's all kinds of wacky options.
Yeah, they showed a
even
bunch of
talked
variety.
about later on in the presentation when they were showing creating a character. They said that they brought that stuff in from some of their other games.
Awesome.
They leaned on that previous technology, and then you go around and you learn the different moves from the they talk about the classic Street Fighters as masters.
Yeah, sure, Chun and stuff like that there.
And then you can just get into fights with dudes all around town.
Yeah, super fun.
But what's crazy is you use your moves in the environment.
For traversal and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, so they're showing using a Hadouken to clear out some barrels. They're using a spinning bird kick to fly from one rooftop to another rooftop. And they someone's teleport attack they used to get across a fountain area. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It seems like a really cool wild mode.
Yeah, especially because I feel like the biggest challenge is to get the casuals like me in here, because Street Fighter has got to be one of the most intimidating games possible. So all this campaign stuff I feel like is speaking to the people who might be afraid to hop in to this super hardcore competitive game. And especially after Street Fighter V's botched campaign, that came out.
Yeah,
later,
bare bones
and
launch.
Yeah,
Right.
so
That's kind of what I was curious about, because it's I love Street Fighter, and I always have, but I'm so bad at it
Yeah.
whenever I play someone else.
yeah, it's nuts.
That it's I wonder how extensive, I wonder if this will be almost a whole game enough, or if
Yeah,
it's
probably.
just side stuff, or what.
Oh no, there's all kinds of stuff going
Yeah.
on in here.
Looked like a whole game.
Yeah, I
the
hope
other
so.
one of the things I think somebody was saying too, and I might get this wrong, but they were saying with ranking, your rank play will be, your ranks will split based on character. So you'll be one rank with one character, another
I didn't
rank
know
with a
that.
different character.
That's interesting.
So that's you're getting to know your character, rather than
That's a smart way to do it.
I like
Right.
that. And then if you rank up the characters, I'm sure you get sick cosmetics or unlockables, I bet. That's
yeah.
cool.
Well, I'm talking
Skins.
about when you're
for
when you're
online.
actually
for
competing online.
Yeah. That's
So
what I mean.
if you
That's
have
cool.
been maining Chun-Li, but then you want to try out Blanca, your rank for Chun-Li
Drops.
doesn't get punished
Yeah.
because you're trying out a new character.
That's so cool. That is really, really smart. 2022 refinement. Love it. Has that ever been done before in a fighting game? I don't think
know.
so. That is
Don't
so
know.
sick.
Not that we know.
Love that.
The
Ed
battle.
Boon. Ed Boon was probably like,
Yeah, so now this battle hub, this is crazy. This is just like one big giant arcade party space. Yeah. And so you can go in there, you can start quick matches with people. They show like your custom character goes in there and like sits down at like a pair of arcade cabinets with another character. You can get into tournaments.
I
in
hope
here.
you can bet on matches.
That would be great.
Nice and bucks.
Yep.
You can. You can get in. I think you can like watch matches there as well.
Yeah, it looked
But-
like there was one on the big screen.
Yeah, but you can get in there and you can check out and play classic arcade games. They're being cagey with what all games are going to be in the arcade, but you could clearly see like old school Street Fighter 2. You could clearly see like Final Fight cabinets in there, which obviously are Metro City, so it makes sense. And then they just like there's just spaces in there to have fun. Like there's this like
Yeah.
big photo booth in the back.
Yeah.
You know, for you to get in there and take photos with other people. There's like this DJ space, which I'm not really sure what's for. I guess you can just go there and like just dance with dudes. Kind of like
Just hang out.
it feels like being in the Destiny hub a little bit.
Sure, the
you know?
tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I was thinking of like Splatoon or PlayStation Home. I don't know why PlayStation Home popped into my brain, but it did.
The original.
Yeah.
PlayStation Home.
Yeah.
Classic, hyper popular PlayStation Home.
And that Battle Hub, you'll be able to check it out very soon because there's a closed beta October 7th through 10th
Sick.
coming up for the Battle Hub specifically.
Open beta?
Closed
No,
beta.
Closed beta.
So you got to get the sign up in there.
So I wonder how far away this game is then.
2023?
No,
They
we
talk
know
about
that.
like next summer, yeah.
Oh, summer? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Summer.
Oh, if they're doing beta testing already, good.
Yeah.
So we got Tekken, we got Street Fighter. Balls in your court now.
Probably like
Let's
3
go.
other Arc System
That'll
World
be
games.
soon.
Yeah,
That'll be soon.
another
Yeah,
own soon.
that's Keeley.
Yeah,
territory.
Keeley for sure.
For Resident Evil Village, I looked through some of that. They showed more of the winter stuff. They, went over the third person mode. They specifically brought up that like they're adding animations and stuff.
Yeah,
obviously,
you
for
got
that.
to.
Yeah. Shadows of Rose. They talked slightly about the enemies. They're called face eaters.
Yeah, it looked cool to death.
Yeah, like,
Really cool.
Like her face was just like morphing off
Getting
of her head.
sucked.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cooler
Yeah.
than the Leech. Or what were they in 7 again?
The molded?
The molded.
Yeah,
Cooler than the
yeah, yeah.
molded.
But they're saying that like you are really vulnerable. Like,
Yeah,
Said
yeah,
one
yeah.
hit could kill you.
One hit could kill
But
you.
you got some
But then you could also
powers or
freeze
something.
enemies.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
like
she's
sends
got
out
her
this icy blast or
powers.
whatever.
The end of this
powers.
DLC will be full on Tetsuo Kaneda fucking going crazy with the powers.
What if she turns into a giant flesh blob?
They showed some of that Mercenaries gameplay with Lady D and Heisenberg. It's so
She's
funny
so
how
tall and slow.
you look.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
The cigarette poke.
Putting on lipstick, dude? What? Is it a buff? What's she doing?
It's good.
buff. So good.
And then PSVR 2 version is playable at TGS.
Oh!
I like
Damn.
this has got to be the first time anyone's played PSVR 2.
No, I think some people are
You think
posting
it's been
recently.
some spots? Okay.
I think like Game Informer
maybe
did
they've
some
been some
impressions.
preview
Recent
events.
from TGS though, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong.
But that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Super cool. 1 month away. Cannot wait. I hope that freaking Shadow of Rose DLC is amazing. I think it will be.
And then they brought out the Resident Evil 4 guy very briefly.
Yes.
To say that it's also coming to PS4,
Cool
but
for
not
everyone?
Xbox One.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a shot fired. Cool for everyone that doesn't have access to a PS5. But it always makes me wonder, is it compromised at all? Is it holding it back in any way? Is it,
Well, it's interesting they announced that later, so it sounds like probably not compromised. It's like, okay, we got this working.
Let's see what we can do. How we
Yeah.
can fiddle with it.
Right. More info at another Resident Evil showcase next month.
Okay. Hopefully, not even hopefully, guaranteed. When are we going to see that Resident Evil 4 demo?
Oh yeah.
When are we gonna see it?
Wait, when's Reverse come out?
October.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
right
it's
in there.
October. They
Yeah.
didn't, okay, I forgot because they didn't talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, skip it.
Really, really sweeping Reverse under the rug, dude. Wow.
Yeah, if it's not at the Resident Evil event, dude.
I
whoa.
know.
Okay.
100% 90-minute stream. It'll be good. Probably won't ever play it again.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh, Reverse. I thought you meant
yeah.
the RE4 demo.
No.
Never
I'm like,
played
we're going to
Reverse.
play that over and over. What are you talking about?
Reverse.
30 accounts like Damiani does.
Yeah.
Xbox had a showcase that was specifically geared towards Japanese audience.
Yeah.
But they had
It was mostly old stuff.
A recap. Yeah. Deathloop though coming
Yeah,
to
I
Xbox,
finally
missed this
confirmed.
whole thing. I missed this.
Xbox real soon on Game Pass.
Nino Kuni.
Did they say what the new content was for Deathloop?
I think they said like a few new, like maybe a couple new weapons and new powers. I don't know about a new level or
Okay.
anything like that. I'm not sure.
Cool.
But
Cool.
some new stuff.
A lot of stuff coming to Game Pass today. Nino Kuni remastered, and then 2 is going to come next year.
Sweet.
Danganronpa V3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then Fuga Melodies of Steel, which is from CyberConnect 2. And they're working on Fuga 2, so that's kind of the tie-in there.
Fuga 2.
Fuga.
So
Fuga 1, Fuga 2.
Yeah, check out the first one.
I like saying that. Fuga 2.
and
That's sticking.
they other games coming to Game Pass include Wolong, A
We
Yuden
knew that,
Chronicle,
yeah.
Gear to Gear Strive.
Did they
and-
show Ayuden Chronicle or no?
I'm not sure. I was really only able to like briefly go through the recap, so I don't know what all was actually
Interesting.
in there.
Guilty Gear Strive's coming.
Yeah, and then Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Yep.
They showed a new Overwatch 2 hero, Kiriko. Support character. She can teleport through walls. She can heal teammates. They showed, I think we've seen this before, Pow World.
Yeah.
This like open world, like Pokemon style game.
Oh, that's
Was this the one where like it got like
Is
strangely
this the one where they
violent?
shoot them? I think it is.
I think it was that one. But you guys got
this is the
longer look at
violent
Wolong.
Oh, we just saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, you
The
saw. You
trailer.
were watching that trailer earlier.
Yeah.
So how's
It
that
looks
look?
cool.
That's another Team Ninja game.
Yeah, it looks like a Teen Ninja game. It looks more Souls than Neo. I know that's a weird thing to say, but like more Neo to me is a Souls like, but it feels very different to me. This feels more in line with From Software, but probably not as good. Nowhere near as good. But
I think-
it has a former Bloodborne developer I know working on it in a
interesting.
very high
I
position.
just realized my brain was playing tricks on me. This is different than the game where you're the monkey, right? That's
Yes.
Wukong.
Yes.
Right.
That's a different game.
This is whoa.
Yeah, different game. Different game. Okay.
Okay. I thought this was that game.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen this one. This one just got announced.
No,
Not the
it didn't
first
get
time,
just
but-
announced.
Okay,
No.
okay.
But it was announced in June, I think.
Yes.
Cool.
But it looks cool. I'm definitely gonna play it.
Yeah, I mean that the aesthetic, the vibe. I mean that's play all those
cool.
types
Yeah.
of games.
Yeah, totally.
Sign us up.
Yeah.
They did show Ayuden Chronicle.
Nice.
Ooh, it looks nice.
When's Konami's thing?
I don't know. There's so many. That's what I mean. So many showcases.
Oops, all showcases, Isla.
Oops, I'll
It might be
showcase.
Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, because they were hyping that up for sure. Talk about that one next
Tweak
week.
it in.
Disney had a showcase that we didn't watch because of weird copyright things, but we
Yeah,
watched
well.
a bunch of their trailers.
I really want to play Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Well, you can.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
on Game
It's
Pass.
out.
I
It's
know,
on
I know,
Game
it's out.
Pass.
I know.
Yeah.
I just need to find
Hubert.
the right time.
It's on Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass.
We've
You
got it.
don't?
We've got it.
No.
though.
It's
You've
an
also got it on
incredible
PC.
value.
Yeah, you have it on PC.
Nice.
You have it on PC, Hubert.
And then Disney Illusion Island, which is like
This
looking like a Rayman game.
Yeah. It looks fun. Definitely want to play that.
Tron Identity.
Don't
visual
really
novel
know a lot
style.
about it. Yeah.
Mike Bithell. They just teased the disc.
Very. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iconic image. Tron
Yeah. Of
disc.
course.
Discs of Tron.
Avatar Reckoning is bizarre.
Oh yeah.
That
this
mobile
game.
shooter.
Yeah, what in the world?
Avatar game.
What the hell? So strange. But why not? I mean, Avatar on mobile, of course.
And the
you're-
movies on the horizon.
It's not the last Avatar game on mobile you're gonna see. I mean, this is billions and billions and billions of dollars on the line with this franchise. It's already made billions, so blow it out in every type of medium you possibly can. Every single avenue.
Manga.
Yep.
Probably the biggest thing, even though we didn't see
Drawn
anything.
by James Cameron.
Amy Hennig's
Just a bunch of stick figures.
Skydance game.
Oh, yeah.
Black
yeah.
Panther and
During
Captain America back in like
II
World
era.
War II. Yeah.
Could be cool, yeah. Let's hope it comes out. She's had bad luck.
Yeah.
She's had bad luck
Yeah.
with cinematic
But
trailers
yeah,
and games
so
not
that's
coming
right.
out.
We would probably expect like a Uncharted-ish kind of
Yes,
game.
that's what I would
she kinda
expect.
specializes in.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I would expect.
Hopefully it comes out. Fingers crossed.
You're gonna have some cool stuff
Oh,
traversal-wise
yeah,
with
of
those guys,
course.
though,
Oh
for
my
sure.
God,
Especially them
yeah.
doing things together. Yeah,
Dude.
absolutely. Abilities together. Yeah. Very cool.
Is it co-op, do we know?
Don't know.
Don't know hardly
Don't
anything about. We
know.
know there's 2 other characters.
Yeah. I don't know who they are, though.
Potentially it could be. Yeah, because there's one. Yeah, there's one from each side, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's probably.
there's another guy from
Bucky.
Wakanda and another. Not Bucky.
Oh.
They gave their names.
Okoye, maybe?
Let me grab it.
I don't know anything about superheroes.
I got the info. Let's look at this
Hook
thing.
us up, blood.
Hook. Captain Hook.
All right, a young Steve Rogers, Azuri, who is T'Challa's grandfather,
Cool.
Gabriel Jones, a U.S. soldier,
Gabriel Jones sounds like some created character
That's what I'm
vibe,
thinking.
dude.
the member of the Howling Commandos,
Okay.
and
Cool.
Nanali, who is the leader of the fledgling Wakandan spy network.
Cool.
There you go. Cool.
Howling Commandos are sweet.
Cool time period to do it.
Yeah.
All of them playable.
get Peggy Carter
at
in
different
there,
points
I'm
in the
gonna riot.
story, so that doesn't sound like co-op to
Say
me.
it again.
Playable at different points in the story.
Ooh.
Reminds me of Avengers.
Yeah. Peggy
The
Carter.
Avengers
or
campaign
Riot?
was all right, though.
It was.
It was alright.
Yeah, I think if they
It
had just
was
done that
alright.
campaign, people would actually
Dude.
been more positive on that game.
Decent game. Swimming at least, dude. Swimming.
I would not give it a swimming.
Yeah, I liked it.
I give it a drowning.
I played with Bossman. It was fun. Play with Bossman. Beat up some thugs.
Midnight Sun's coming in December.
Yeah, I thought that game got delayed then.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be
Undelayed?
October or something earlier.
I thought it was, I knew that, but I thought it got pushed to next year.
Right.
But then no.
That's my impression as well. but
Okay, well-
yeah, don't have a good memory
Cool.
of it.
Looks cool.
Yeah, and they're doing these prequel short things.
Yes,
they're gonna be
I have
putting
not
out.
seen any of them. That's cool if you're into it.
To get into that story, which I think is good. I think it's good to set up that story.
Sure,
'cause
yeah.
It's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
like fighting demons, Marvel
Oh
characters
yeah. Oh
fighting
yeah.
demons.
Yeah.
And then that's the mobile stuff. They had a Dreamlight Valley update. Speedstorm, the Disney kart racer, which is like
Looks fun. I'd play
bizarrely
it.
dark and edgy for some reason.
Yeah.
With a lot of their trailers. Showed a lot of Monsters Inc. in there too.
Yeah, I think
Tons of
that's
Monsters,
a
Inc.
new
characters.
thing coming to it, pack or whatever.
Yeah. And then the Mirrorverse villains trailer, which I don't know a lot about.
Don't know anything about that.
And the last showcase that we want to hit on today, you guys watched some of the Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah.
I just saw a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a
Warzone and
smidgen,
multiplayer
just a
stuff.
smidge,
Just
yeah.
a smidge. Yeah, new Warzone map.
New
Or
Warzone.
Warzone mode, not a map. Sorry.
Warzone, multiple circles, I think is an interesting element for a battle royale. You know, traditionally there's just one
Oh,
and you
yeah.
go to it. I saw a thing where there were like 3 of them. It's like, whoa. So different battlegrounds, different tactics there. Saw a really cool gadget. It was they threw a
Oh, right.
drill grenade above them and it drilled through the ceiling and like blew three people up. It looked really cool.
They also seem to like throw something similar that was like looked like a camera. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Like throw a camera and then you can like spot people or something with that. You know, always on. It's no disrespect. Always on the surface. You have a 3-minute trailer to go off. It all looks the same.
Yeah.
It's not
Some British guy talking
Yeah.
over the trailer.
I need intel.
Yeah. Get in there.
Yeah, we
Well,
need to extract.
Yeah.
Like same shit we already know, but
Weird mix remix
trailer
of Smashing
core.
Pumpkins.
Yeah, Gabby, thank you for bringing the term trailer core to my lexicon because it is just pure gold. The thing I always
She's
say.
cackling wild.
Yeah. The thing I always say with Call of Duty, though, and what's nice is, yes, this is a sequel to Modern Warfare, reboot, remake, whatever. But the fact that they're not all connected is really nice because I can get off the roller coaster for as long as I want to and then hop back on so I don't get fatigued. I don't get burnt out, you know? Assassin's Creed or something yearly, it's like you got to keep up with the story. You got to play. You got to beat it before the next one comes out. And it's like always with Call of Duty, year to year, what's going on in my life, who's getting it, what's the word on it. So
Yeah, it's usually like Black Ops 2.
yeah.
And like those are the ones that connect, I guess.
Going to
Modern Warfare 2, yeah. But
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
like-
in between that, there's
Yeah.
like World War and all that. The last one I was obsessed with and is one of my favorite Call of Duties in the franchise, and I've played every single mainline one, Modern Warfare Remake. I really, really love it. It's one of the stronger games. So I got high hopes for Modern Warfare 2. I'm optimistic for this one for sure. So time will tell and we'll see.
Yeah. Also this week, some sobering news. G4, Fanbyte, and Future have all seen significant and sudden layoffs.
I was at G4 when they originally went out of business. I worked. I
Oh,
was
you were there at the
interning.
end?
If you watch the very last episode of X-Play before the reboot, you can see me in the background.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So depressing. I feel this pain.
Yeah.
I mean, we felt it at GT.
And yeah, GT,
We've been there.
yep.
We know.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing with Imran's situation. If you're not aware of this, Imran Khan, the news editor for Fanbyte,
It's ridiculous.
was at TGS
is
covering the
fucking
show,
ridiculous.
working late, getting all those stories up, show floor coverage. While he's asleep, starts getting like removed from Slack and all this stuff, and like people are tweeting about it before he even knows.
just insane.
And it's like everyone's just finding out like
Yeah.
one at a time, like who's
No-
left, what's happening.
no empathy whatsoever, no
Yeah.
care in the world. People are just fucking numbers, and it is insane. It is absolutely insane.
But the thing is like all of the senior staff, like head of the company, editor in chief, there's no graphic designer,
Yeah.
like all of these people like that they need, like the people that are left are even like, if you got jobs, let me know because I don't even know what this company is tomorrow, right? Like, are they? You know, they seem to think that it might just be turned into like a guide site because that's the only people that seem to have not been hit are the people that worked on guides.
Guides because they're evergreen and they just forever
People,
get
yeah,
hits.
the SEO, yeah,
Forever.
but it's crazy.
It is. What do you make of it, Blood? I mean, you've been in this industry longer than all of us. Like, freaking,
it just sucks.
is that?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
Is it like we've been saying, kind of the old style of journalism is done, and now it's just YouTube? Like, are we gonna have websites
Well,
anymore?
you know this guy better than I do. Is it Gene Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was talking about like even in like regular journalism, like historic newspaper in Hawaii, Gannett Group or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like the paper was profitable, but it wasn't profitable enough for the suits.
Yeah.
And so like this is a building where like the attack on Pearl Harbor and everything was first broadcast from.
Wow.
Just got shut down and turned into condos. And it's just like
That
That's
is
crazy.
so depressing.
Yeah, it's Fanbyte's owned by Tencent.
Yeah.
Who is not.
That's the thing. They're
Not-
not hurting for money.
yeah,
They're
not
just
hurting
gave
for money.
Ubisoft hundreds of millions of dollars. And they're like, all right, we're going to lay off
They didn't even get veto
these
rights.
15, 20 people. Yeah.
It's crazy with the G4 thing because it's like they were ramping up so much.
Right.
Like it seemed like the old days where it was just like venture capital or something, and they were just hiring up so many people and like doing all this stuff, and like it made even me. I was just like, this seems like your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Like the industry, I don't think can support this kind of thing
Well,
right now.
What's hard too is, again, talking about the people that are left, they're saying that they're not making any programming schedule changes, even though
Right.
they lost like 20 or 30 people.
Oh,
and
right.
yeah,
it's like,
well.
okay, good luck
yeah,
to
good
everyone
luck.
that's still
I
there.
guess. Damn.
Jeez.
It's really sad.
Yeah, they fired people like, and they had like shoots scheduled that day,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it's just
of
like,
course.
huh?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just
Yeah,
Imran's in another country, right? It's
Yeah.
like
it's
working for
bonkers.
you.
Right, and it's like they're flying him home, right?
Yeah,
Like,
his
is he
ticket's
stuck
already
there
purchased
now?
at least.
Yeah,
but
right.
Yeah.
But like, geez,
It's not
But that's
right.
the thing. Yeah, that is a thing. Like if he has a company card or whatever, like
Right.
is he gonna be able to get cabs?
Can he eat?
Yeah,
Is the hotel paid for? Like,
It's not right.
it's not right.
Especially the way that it went down like that.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
so absurd. Like, have some freaking empathy and compassion for like human beings' lives. They have families. They rely on this, and just like no warning, just
Right.
immediate,
Yeah.
like boom. It's just in no reality is that acceptable.
I saw varying reports on the length of severance packages for G4 too. So I'm not even sure if they're like
Right.
taking care of them after the fact or not, or like how well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that the thing that gets me with G4 is it and again reminds me of like the Defy days,
Yeah.
is that they haven't had enough time to build an audience, right?
They were just getting
like you
going.
can't,
Yeah.
you can't expect people to just like suddenly have a huge amount of popularity because G4 was a thing back in the day. It's like
Yeah.
Well, but that's why I was skeptical or like nervous for them, for
Yes.
the team
Yeah, I was
of that
also
model,
right.
because
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
they're
It's not-
buying up and like having cable channels and doing all this stuff.
like no one has cable anymore.
Right, but as though they're huge. And it's like the DCEU. It's like you have to earn it. You can't just start at Infinity War.
Yep.
You have to get there. And they just jumped to it. And I'm not surprised. Like, this sucks.
The landscape's just different. It's just
Exactly,
changed.
yeah.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
very
they're
competitive.
trying to do like a hybrid approach, but yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot. It's not
There's
easy.
a huge. It's very competitive.
Like
so.
I remember when G4 launched, that was the best. It was it was its own thing. It was like,
Right.
oh, a channel for video games? Oh, I'm gonna turn this channel on all the time because I'm a kid and I love video games. Like, this is cool. So,
Well, then
It's-
YouTube came. So
yep, yep,
You can
exactly.
watch anything, anytime.
Yep, different era.
It's really sad, too, because it's like, on the one hand, I'm like, you know, the higher ups, the executives, whatever, got to be more responsible if this is how they're going to treat people later. Like, you can't hire people up and a year later fire everybody. But on the other hand, it's like, I want to see people dream and like take chances and big swings and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just rough. Like, man, you can't win. I don't know.
Right.
It's just weird.
Well, and it's everywhere in the industry, so it's just like these talented writers. There's nowhere to go, so they're just
Yeah.
like publishers.
It's all just
That's like
influencers.
that's kind of the option is
It's
to go work at a publisher and just start making games now, or become consultants.
It's like life, dude. It's the only ones making it are like the top 1% of the influencers are making bank.
And then another sort of interesting development, it's kind of not really related, but kind of in a way. After nearly 30 years, Andrew Reiner has left Game Informer and will be moving on to a role in game development and publishing next week. So we'll find out where he lands.
Nice.
But McNamara just, he went to EA just like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
So that's,
I still get Game Informer. I still
was-
get that hard copy.
Those guys are the old guard, Like those are the guys who
they had
remembered
they had
back in the day.
layoffs pretty
They had-
recently too.
They've had that's Imran was at Game Informer
Before, I
before,
see.
got laid off, went to Fanbyte, got laid off.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So it's tough.
Yeah.
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is coming to PC October 19th, Huber.
It took much longer than I thought for this to come out on PC.
Probably a calculated release, maybe after Last of Us drops, then throw
Yeah.
this out, kind of stagger 'em,
Sure.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What mods? Who would you mod in as Chloe or?
As Chloe?
Yeah.
Homer Simpson.
I was gonna say Ronald McDonald.
Arnold McDonald.
Yeah.
Love it. One Piece Odyssey pushed until January 13th.
Let it cook.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Setting sail.
The Sims 4 is going free to play on October 18th, which will make one of the biggest PC games even bigger.
You know what that signaled to me, Bloodworth? This era we live in of games going on forever. Sims 5 is a decade away at least.
Oh, sure. 'Cause,
Straight up.
I mean, they still have all those packs,
Yeah.
pets,
Yeah.
and the
This
apartments and-
signals another decade of The Sims 4. I hope you like that version of The Sims.
Babylon's Fall is terminating service on February 28th.
I
less
have
than a
to
year
boot
after
that up
release.
before it gets
Yeah.
gone. Before it's gone forever. I
Tell
need
us how
to
bad
sample
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
We should do a stream of like going down with it, like playing the violin on the
Yeah.
Titanic.
Last hour. Oh.
The last couple of the
The last day.
Yeah. I bet it'll be the highest player count
of the whole time.
of the whole time.
Maybe.
EA Originals is partnering with Koei Tecmo's Omega Force.
Weird partnership.
Yeah, to publish a new quote-unquote hunting game,
Monster Hunter like.
essentially like Monster Hunter, based in a fantasy version of feudal Japan.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
Dauntless.
It's interesting because you're saying they did Tokiden back in the day. Mm-hmm. There was a period where there were a lot of Monster Hunter clones, and I feel like we got away
Soul
from
Sacrifice
it a bit.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been like Monster Hunter itself has just been
Even Metal Gear.
dominating. Was in
Survive.
It had what was it?
Peace Walker.
Peace
kinda
Walker
had
had
Oh yeah, Ape
Monster
Escape
Hunter
and Monster
crossovers
Hunter.
and
That's
Yeah.
right.
stuff. Yeah.
I remember
the
that
PSP
shit.
era seemed like it was really big for that. Cool. Weird to be partnering with EA. Unexpected, but interesting.
Yeah. Persona composer Shoji Meguro has launched a Kickstarter for his new strategy RPG,
Oh.
Guns on Darkness.
You're on strategy
Cool.
kick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Inspiration from both the Persona series as well as Metal Gear. Bonnie Ross has left Halo developer 343 to attend family medical issues, and its leadership team has been restructured
Yeah.
in her absence.
Sending good vibes to that family. Everyone who got laid off, just sending the good vibes to everyone who's having a rough week out there.
Yeah.
And then Splatoon 3 is the fastest selling game in Japanese history,
Yeah. I believe it.
getting 3.45 million in sales over its first 3 days.
How many
Yep.
Switches are out there?
Many.
Oh, like
A lot.
100.
Yeah.
Like 100 million, something like that.
Sure. Yeah, no
Yeah.
surprise. then.
In Japan.
Not surprised.
Huge there, yeah.
Yep. It's time for love and respect.
Love and respect.
Crunchy.
Yeah. I gave him a test run earlier, but it's kind of random. The crunch comes and goes. From Andreas Kleinthaus, hello allies. GoldenEye was announced to come to Nintendo Switch, Xbox Game Pass, and also being added as a free download to Rare Replay. This reminded me just how amazing Rare Replay is, and how I still want more developers to release something similar.
Me too.
Which
that's the
developers
dream.
would you want to see a Rare Replay style collection of games from?
Developer.
Naughty Dog, Insomniac,
That's funny. I was thinking
Konami.
along
Sucker
those two.
Punch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Konami and Capcom have been doing a good job
They've
of putting
sort
out
of been doing it.
They
yeah.
have
series
so
collections.
many though.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
a lot. But just like a random best of
Yeah.
Right.
Konami would be
I think Sucker
interesting.
Punch is a really good idea.
Sucker Punch is great.
It's really good, yeah.
I would, like we're talking about, games that haven't come back from N64, like Rocket Robot on Wheels.
Them, yeah.
It'd be great to see that re-released in some form.
I mean, Glover came back for God's sakes.
God.
Glover, dude. What about like a Sierra or a Lucas Arts like master pack of like everything?
Yeah, that stuff is a
kinda
little
have-
weirdly split up.
Yeah.
Some of it's been re-released, but yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of different people, all of the different creators jumping in and trying to grab those. But yeah, like a lot of the other LucasArts stuff, like even the weird stuff like Fracture.
I don't know.
Sega does their mega collections.
Yeah.
But they just don't put as much like presentation emphasis. Like the last one that's like on current gen is pretty cool with the room
With the
and
bedroom,
and
yeah.
all the cartridges is nice.
You know what I would love? Kind of a weird idea, kind of spitballing this. Some industry leader, some like Jeff Keighley or something, Kojima, whoever it may be, curates a collection of games. And it's like the best of like immersive sims. And it's got like Deus Ex on there and Thief and System Shock or something. I think that would be cool.
Sure,
Just Kojima's faves.
Yeah, or
Right.
something like. Yeah, I don't know who would like sell that or package that though, but just some kind of like curated. If you're interested in these types of games, like I don't know.
I want a dark fantasy package from Software.
Yes,
It's like 100 games.
Just all their own games.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Actually, it
yeah.
would be cool to see
all-
FromSoft do something
yeah.
like that. That
All the
like
Kingsfield
included,
games.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of those older
Dark
games.
Tower, like all those.
Now I'm thinking
Lots.
like if you
Armored
got
Core.
like for your idea, Hubert, like you
Shadow
got
Tower.
Guillermo or Michael Haneke or
Yeah,
like Werner Herzog. Like what games would they put in a collection?
totally.
Kind of into it.
Some like celebrity pack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, be fun.
From HickRW, Hey allies, when I was watching the Nintendo Direct, I had a funny thought. Nintendo showcased a lot of cool games, but according to my math, 26 of those games were farming simulators.
Good Lord.
It's not really, but it gave
It's
me
a
the
lot,
idea
though.
that what if, instead of all these studios making their own games, what if they all teamed up to make one gigantic, amazing farming simulator RPG?
Farmulator.
What if other studios tried this? What if every Sony studio worked together to make the greatest single-player story-driven action-adventure game ever? What if every Battle Royale dev set aside their differences and worked together to make the most insane Battle Royale ever? I don't know. Maybe it'd be sort of cool in a capitalist dystopian kind of way.
This actually kind of reminds me of something. Chat told me last night that Don't Nod is working on a new action RPG or something, but they're co-developing it, which made me think. It's like, okay, if they're co-developing it, what if like From or Platinum or someone is doing the combat and then
The gameplay?
yeah, and then Don't Nod is doing like all the choices and consequences and like all those like RPG type mechanics. So yeah,
I mean, that's kind of like how they bought Quantic Dream, right? Where it's like, we're buying you for your mocap and your branching.
yeah, yeah. So like, give me a From Software gameplay written by Sony Santa Monica or Naughty Dog or something. Just like some new hybrid Souls narrative type
Yeah.
game.
I wonder.
Just a little more like direct style game.
I wonder. Yeah, if you had like, kind of like two like very different styles.
Yeah.
And try to merge them together like East meets West kind of thing.
Yeah, like Nintendo Mario cross with
Rabbids?
Crash.
Well, I was thinking going back into
So
that farming simulator stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that there are so many farming simulators because Animal Crossing was taking a while, and so everyone was like, I'll do it myself, and then Animal Crossing happened, and then everyone was like, might as well not abandon it? Or was it because it was so popular and COVID was happening that everyone wanted a piece of the pie? Because it's like too many.
Right.
It's a lot.
It's like too many now.
We're getting the most.
So many.
Yeah, it's that and Souls likes are just.
Yeah.
Now it's gone to roguelites. A lot of roguelites. Now.
So many roguelites.
Yeah.
But
Well, and also they all have witches and frogs in them too. It's just like, what is happening?
The witches and frogs are in different games, but I think
Yeah.
Space
yeah,
horror. There's just a lot of everything, I guess.
yeah, a lot of them are definitely the Harvest Moon inspired more than
Yes.
more than
True,
Animal
that's
Crossing.
true,
Yeah.
Everything's
that's
Harvest
true.
Moon inspired.
So is it that? Like, was everyone just missing Harvest Moon? Like, why are there so many
That's
people
what like
doing-
Stardew Valley was.
Yeah. I think it's too that like, in terms of the wholesome genre or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's an easy thing to go to.
It is.
What if From Software teams up with Kojima Productions?
Oh, man.
What is that video game? What are those conversations? I want to play that game.
Kojima's too much of a diva for that to work.
He seems like a collaborator.
No, he does not.
He does not to me. He seems like a very much, this is my
This
vision.
is my vision.
Yeah.
You're right.
But now I'm thinking about a FromSoft farming simulator where you're like farming and then you have to like go and fight off. Oh,
Tell you
that'd be
what,
kind of sick.
you do a From Software with Blue Point, so it's very technically sound.
Now,
There
but
you
you
go.
see, Barrett, now
There
you've got me
you
thinking
go.
of like, what if like Giancarlo Esposito is like a Souls boss?
As himself, the actor Giancarlo Esposito.
Well, no, I mean, but yeah, like think of like the kind of characters that you would have in there, like Godfrey or something.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Seriously, you get that with Kojima, dude. You get that Hollywood vibe.
I want
better
George
or
R. R.
worse.
Martin in it.
Yeah.
George R. R. Martin.
I want Norman Reedus in every Kojima game, and I'm not kidding.
It could
Love
work.
him, love
He-
him.
well,
That could
he's going to be in them all now. So.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Love the man.
One way or another.
Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider now.
It's a good one.
Now, please.
That is a good one.
And you could, I mean,
Why
crap,
haven't
get
they
Ben
done
Studio
Ghost
in
Rider?
there.
Why are they doing
Make a
Rider?
Ghost Rider game, Ben Studio. You got,
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah. That's what they're making. That's
Sign
what they're
me up.
making.
Sign me up.
let's play a game. All right. From Alexander Zarianoff. Hello, allies. Speedruns are not just about reaching credits as fast as possible. Many games have unusual categories requiring players to accomplish specific feats or deal with particular restrictions. For example, Apex Legends has a death category requiring players to die as fast as possible on a specific map. So here's a game for you. I've listed several titles with speedrun categories. Some are real, some are made up. Your task is to identify the fakes. Cyberpunk 2077, getting to the title screen. And I think they mean like when you see the title screen in game, not just the menu.
Yeah, I don't remember how far then. The game
that's like 5.5 hours in. I just did that.
prologue, essentially.
So is that a
did that.
real speedrun or is that made up by him?
That's a great question.
So are these actual speedrun categories or just like sub goals within a speedrun?
Other speedrunners are doing these officially.
Okay.
Sure.
It's possible. I'll just say no, though.
I could see people doing
I
it.
could
I don't think
definitely
anyone
see it,
cares about
but-
Cyberpunk, so I doubt it.
It's real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cyberpunk, I just saw the Steam charts. They are thriving.
Yeah.
really?
People
That's,
care.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good
People
idea.
care. That
People,
game sold a lot.
Cyberpunk is good.
Yeah.
Now.
Current world record in the glitchless subcategory is 1 hour and 1 minute and 52 seconds.
No glitches or with
Glitchless.
With glitches.
Glitchless.
Glitchless.
Okay.
Elden Ring, all bosses.
That's real.
That's a real category.
Definitely real.
Or wait, do they call it all? I guess so.
Definitely real.
Because he could do the main ones only.
This feels
So
like a
I'd say-
trick, but I know that
but
there's an all bosses.
All
category.
bosses would include every boss in the game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
the only
bet
way to do it.
someone's done it, but I'm going to say, because I don't think it's a very popular category if people do
Really?
it, so I'm going to say no.
Well, because
That would include every chalice, or not chalice, but dungeon. which is like,
It's a lot. I love that.
I know, but
I'm trying to think if
someone's probably done it, but I don't think it's run.
Got it.
Off.
Are there
so
any
I'll say no.
bosses that you get locked out of if you do
I
a
don't know.
different
I don't
story?
know off
I'm
the top of
trying
my
to-
head.
I don't think so, but
Ooh, that'd be the tricky part of the question.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd say no, though.
I'm going to say yes.
I mean, I know that they do all main bosses.
Yeah,
That's a
all-
run category.
yeah.
That's fake.
Ah,
That is so crazy to me because for me, my favorite speedruns are like no glitches, all bosses.
Right.
Like that's what I like, and it doesn't
It's
even
like
exist.
that's
crazy.
a very long run.
yeah,
That's
Brad's
why I
right
want-
there. That'd be a 36-hour run.
Right.
Yeah.
Skyrim, marriage.
I'll say yeah.
Definitely.
I'll say
Race
yeah.
to get married.
I hope
Married. That's
that's
funny.
real.
I'll say yeah.
That's real.
Yeah,
Aha.
that game's been out for so long. They're looking for any new
Current
content.
world record, glitchless, 6 minutes, 54 seconds, 170 milliseconds.
5 of those minutes are the damn intro.
Holy crap! How do you get married?
I
in
bet people have
6
ways to mash through
minutes?
that
What
or
Yeah.
skip out of it.
Or they probably count. They probably start timing after the breakout or whatever.
Hades, 3 weapons.
3 weapons.
So yeah, I guess unlocking 3 weapons.
That's an
'Cause you
interesting
can choose
category.
between them.
Yeah,
when you
that's an
unlock,
interesting
yeah.
category.
Fake.
3. That seems weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
3.
It's either so weird that it's fake or so
I know
weird that it's real.
It's so weird
Specific
that it
and real.
could be real, but I'll say fake.
I'll say fake.
Fake.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said fake? It's real.
What the?
Ah,
Achieve a series of 3 victories with each victory using a different weapon. Current world record in version 1.0 unmodded subcategory is 47 minutes, 32 seconds.
So is that old patches?
They're using 1.0 to do it.
Yeah, they're using old patch. That's weird.
Yeah. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with 1 Joy-Con.
what?
That's funny.
Sure.
I bet someone's done it. 1 Joy-Con. I'm trying to think. Can you attack and move with 1 Joy-Con?
Can you like hold it?
Can you? Is it possible?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's possible.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
Speedrunners are crazy.
I'll say real just for
Yeah, I don't know
fun.
if you can play the game with 1 Joy-Con, but maybe.
It's fake.
Ah,
Yeah.
Metroid Dread map completion.
Map completion and no number next to it. No 100%.
Oh, I'm guessing 100%.
Okay, I'll say yeah.
sure, yeah.
I feel like that would take a long time
Yes,
and
it
not be
will.
fun to watch.
I
but
feel like
yeah.
Metroid games you can go pretty fast. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Dang.
Ah.
And was it? It must be like 100% instead.
Always getting those little corners.
Those damn corners.
Yeah.
I jump and try to get those corners, dude.
Portal 2 solo co-op.
Yeah,
That's real.
That's probably
Definitely.
real. Yeah.
Yep, that's real. Speedrun through co-op part of the game using console commands to switch players. Current world record,
Insane.
34 minutes, 40 seconds, 460
Dear God.
milliseconds. Resident Evil 6, knife only.
Sure, yeah. Knife only, definitely.
Whoa.
6?
Does that include every campaign?
Definitely. Long game.
What kind of sick freak would do that?
I don't know.
I'll say no.
Punished speedrun.
That's fake.
Damn. Good.
Ain't no
I'm
one doing
glad
that.
it's
Ain't
fake.
no one doing that.
Yeah, I'm glad it's fake.
Yeah. Stay fake.
World doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Riven, the sequel to Myst.
Riven Island.
Hell yeah.
Got brought up twice
Opera
today.
percent.
Opera
I
percent?
don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I don't know what that
Sure.
means.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know what that means.
It's been many years
The
since I've
opera
played
arc.
that. I'll say yeah.
Sure.
There's probably some weird opera ending.
That's real.
Yeah.
Click the 5 objects that unlock Easter eggs, then get to the video of Gen singing opera.
Oh.
Current world record on PC and Mac is 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah. That's Tywin Lannister.
All right.
Tyrion Lannister? Whichever, the older one.
Tywin,
Charles
yeah.
Charles Dance.
Oh, Charles
Tywin.
Dance, nice.
God bless you runners out there, I guess.
Good death in Alien 3, Isla.
Great death
Oh
in
my
Alien. He's
God.
great in Alien 3.
Yep.
Alien
really
3
is.
is good.
It is.
Especially the assembly cut.
Rocket League. Blindfolded.
Blindfolded for a speed run?
How would that be
Is there even
possible?
a campaign to go through? I don't understand.
Fake.
Fake.
Fake?
Real.
Damn it.
Score all goals blindfolded. Current world record for open nets for dummies is 1 minute, 59 seconds, 533 milliseconds.
So open nets for dummies must be like a training mode?
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure.
playing blindfolded against other people would be not possible, right?
Unless you're like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Professional.
Super Meat Boy, Single Life.
Yeah, probably
Hell
real.
yeah, dude. No
Probably.
death run.
That sounds insane.
Insanely
I would
hard.
say yeah.
Oh my.
People are freaks.
Yeah, I believe it.
Fake.
Damn it.
Oh. Not freaks.
Damn, I want to see that now. Someone do that. Someone do that.
It's time for bets. This week's bet, Serial Cleaners, is out next week. It's a top-down game. You go around cleaning up crime scenes for the mob. You got to sneak past the cops. You got to hide the evidence. One of the achievements / trophies is called Mr. Hygiene. Requires players to do the perfect cleaning on one map. Somehow I was able to see the achievement list with percentages on the Epic Games Store. That's currently on Epic is 43%, but it's not out yet. So I don't know if there's a reviewers or if that's just some kind of
right.
preview build group, whatever. But next week, when the game's actually out,
The first day it comes out, right? The launch day?
launch day, how many PlayStation players will have earned that trophy according to PSNprofiles.com? Brad,
38.
38%.
36.7.
Oh,
Schubert,
damn it.
36.7.
Damn it.
I know.
Isla,
43.
43%. And then I put
Hi.
21%.
High and the low again.
Last week's bet, Splatoon 3 came out.
We're gonna fix that, don't
I went through the streets of Splatsville, counting all the little jellyfish guys wandering around the hub. Taller variations did not count. The guys in the TV studio did not count. They're not out there in the hub. They're always going to be in there. And last week, Isla bet we would find 26. Damiani bet we would find 11. Don bet we would find 17. And I bet we would find 39 wandering around through those alleyways. You can find the clip at the end of this video. It's a little bit tricky because guys will ghost in and out as you move a little bit.
Switch
So
limitations.
I was like going back through the, scrubbing through and was like, okay, that guy was next to this line, so he's the same guy. Okay, this is the same guy, even though I'm at a different camera angle. And then made sure I didn't count anyone twice. But the total number of small jellyfish ended up being 26.
wow.
Isla
Oh.
bullseyed it,
Bullseye.
Yeah.
bringing the scores to Massive Chubbs 18, Splish, Melodorous Sea Lion 17. You You're malodorous. You're not sick, but okay.
That might be the reason for their malodor.
Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. Patreon is how we are supported. If you missed Easy Chillin', last week we had a big fundraiser there. It was a phenomenal time. Brad killed Sonic.
I did. Felt good.
Damiani read his long-lost Zelda fanfiction.
Very good.
Incredible.
Isla reunited with Fatburger.
First time in a long time.
And a lot of folks generously pitched in with their support.
Yeah, they did.
So huge thanks to everyone who contributed during that event. If you want to give a one-time donation, that link's always down there in the description. But the best way to support us is through Patreon with a monthly pledge. That's where we get the majority of funds that pays for our staff, pays for our equipment, pays for our groceries. I got Drano this afternoon because that had to be a thing. Just water all the way to the top. But everything that goes into Easy Allies comes from viewers just like you. We don't have Tencent out there to lay us off at a moment's notice. No. So
no benefits, no health care, none of that stuff.
None of that.
None of it.
It's you, the viewers, who shall lay us off.
That's true.
So especially if you have not been a patron or if you had to bow out for one reason or another in the past, please consider joining and becoming a patron. At $1, you get this podcast with some bonus love and respect questions and no ads. And at $5, you get early access. You get to submit to Love and Respect. You get the Discord. And you get extended versions of some of our shows like Trash Babies and Achieve It Yourself, which will be rolling out fairly soon. And at the highest tiers, you get shout-outs on this podcast and our other podcasts. And this month's shout-outs go to Jabawabs, Elfanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, and Anna Croft. Shout out! Isla,
Woo.
you get to promote any Easy Allies video you would like to promote. You get the final word on anything you would like to say, want to reiterate, just popped in your head, whatever. And you get to sign off with the trademark sign off.
I'd like to pre-mote a video. Almost done editing the next Mysterious Monsters. Woo! So please be ready to tune in, and then please be more ready to watch it over and over on different IP addresses and tell everyone you've ever known to watch it.
Play it in a supermarket really loud and show everyone what you're watching.
Well, and then make them look it up on their phones so we get more views. I love that show, and I want it to do well. Final thought. Oh, geez. I don't know. I'm feeling excited. Today has got me excited about video games. I'm thinking about FMV games from Reaction Shots, which is going up, or went up for Film Club people already, but it's going up tomorrow morning. And, this has got me excited for, Like a Dragon and Iron Chronicles and all kinds of stuff.
Sick.
I'm in it, man. I'm in it. Good night and good game. Oops, all showcases.
Right.